was mute again. Curse the LVS! Ah! Hello, my beautiful buddies. I missed you. I missed the idea of devouring your souls to keep me young and youthful. It's kind of funny. I'm carrot farming. My carrot buddies, I need your souls to retain my youthfulness, for I am getting old. I should do hack jokes on Twitter. It seems to be very popular. Or I'll be posting it on the community pages. Give me ideas. What kind of hack joke should I use? I'm getting old. 𝑣𝒂 𝑧𝑽𝑬 𝑭𝑖𝑵 loyal. Oh my. Let's see. Muertos. This one's gonna be a freaky game, by the way. It's where you play as bodybuilders. So it's called Get Yolked. You're supposed to get super big and buff. Are you ready to get super big and buff? Are you guys tiny? You're kind of tiny. I'm gonna make you guys... gotta stretch it a little bit. Okay, I like this. Yeah, this is about this much. This game is freaky. Psycho says the emerald bodies. Hello. Still rocking those glasses. I love them. I love these glasses. 𝑣𝒂 says hello. Oh, for my GPS lawyer. Yes, this is gonna be an awesome game. Okay, so let's see. Get yoked. Look at that. Look at that weirdness. People really like just goofing off with this one. So the game is by Greg Austin. Almost like Augustine, but Austin. Music, voices, and sound by 𝑐YBER. Sin. I guess it's kind of like Sin, S-Y-N. Sin. This is a prototype. This is an early prototype exploring the potential to get yoked to be a full game. The dream version of this game has different starter bodybuilders and unique strengths and weaknesses, and different starter decks. A way to choose your path with the events that give you cards or different perks. More cards that build paths to make each run more interesting. Routine cards like push and pull. So if you play chest/back after each other, you get more gains. Oh, so it's a card game about bodybuilding? A perk system for a build of variety. Let's see. Hopefully it works. I think how long has this been out? For a while by Greg's Games. Ooh? Oh no, it's kind of tiny. I hope there's music. Oh no, it's just quiet. Oh no, there's music. It's a bunch of people getting like super ripped in the background. We're at a gym, guys. This is totally the sound of a gym. Oh my gosh! I was trying to correct the screen! Oh no! What kind of close-up image was that? I did not dig the crotch. Oh gosh. A skin tone. We can be pink. We can be tan. Enter name, bodies. This is you guys, so they have to be orange. You have to be a bright orange. What is juicer? Career best? Be a juicer? Okay, start career. This is as orange as you guys are gonna get. Cycle says unnaturally skinny, lol. Garslade! Gamer build. It's time for you guys to... Oh my gosh, aggressive! Oh no! We have to fight! Oh gosh. Tutorial with each competition. Win competitions by playing card games. Oh, it's so loud. The cards in your hands reach minimum gains required to win. Cards require stamina to play once you're out and end the day. At the start of each day, stamina is replenished and new cards are drawn. Oh, cycle. Oh, I know eyeballs. Oh my gosh. 𝑣𝒂 says, Garslane says, Juicer is a person who uses steroids. Oh my gosh. Fatigue. Each workout increases gains of fatigue. Damn. Can you believe it? I heard that there was a debate about how people will be targeted for ads. Sometimes guys are targeted for shavers. They're targeted for, like, substances to get super, either to get super swole. Or, you know, for romantic reasons, you'll be targeted. They're like, this medication really works. Or, are you balding? Here's a great, supplement for hair. I guess a fix for hair? Are you trying to manage that bald spot? We got the right thing for you. Only 99.99. Fulvus has gotta keep the carrot clean. They're completely shaven. If you gain too much fatigue, you will injure the muscle. You cannot train injured muscles for 2 days, including the day you injured them. At the start of each day, muscle lose 5 fatigue. Garslane's, my goodness. I'm glad you guys are into it, though. Twerk? Create 3 kettlebell cards. Twerk, twerk, twerk. Chest. Gains 10, fatigue 20. Workout. Focus. Removes fatigue cost of the next card. Gains 2 stamina tomorrow. Gains 6, fatigue 6 to 12. Red Snow. Gain 1 stamina and all muscle gain fatigue. We only have... Let's do twerk. Oh my gosh! He's twerking for you guys! Wow, this is kind of a... This is very personal. Back? I can't. I only have 1 stamina. He drank, what's this? End day? No more cards? Got it. Arms, legs? Let's do a warm-up. Warm-up. Play warm-up before other cards to reduce fatigue. Since we did twerk, we're gonna do legs. We're gonna do arms. Oh my gosh, the boobs popped out. His little boobies popped out. Why is he completely bare? He has eyebrows, but where's his hair? Psycho says I'm not that old yet. Yeah, but you're gonna be nice and clean and shaven. He completely went bald. Kettlebell. Let's exercise those glutes. What else? Ooh, legs or chest? We just did kettlebell. I think we should do, let's do our abdomen. Injuries! Got it. You cannot train injured muscles for 2 days, including today. Got it. End day. Oh no. I can't train. Vitamin B. Can at least do our vitamin B. Focused? We can't do anything else. End day. Vitamin B, red snow, end day. So for 2 days we didn't exercise. Dang it. Oh my gosh, he has a chest muscles! What's going on? I want to make this bigger. I gotta make this bigger. Okay, I have a resolution. Ta-da! What about his legs? Okay, dude, we gotta do kettlebell. Lift them weights. Now we do twerk. Do the twerk for you guys. I think we're good. ND, stamina 3. I need him to do his legs. I guess back muscles. ND. Oh no! Failure. I can't read the rest of it. Oh, you can play this on Steam Engine. Your competition, earn $1 for every 5 active days. I failed. You're a failure. Play again. Okay, we're also gonna be orange. Juicer. Amateur pump, flex up. Oh no. I have to get the legs for it. That's my problem. I gotta be super swole. I mean, his pectorals were easy, but not so much as his legs, because I missed 2 Ds. Okay, vitamin B. Then we gotta do warm-up. Gotta do warm-up before you do anything else. I got my head in the game. Garslane, Sprinkles, get the leg day! I know, he was on chicken bones. Neural says, guess who got called slurs again? No, Neural. Stay out of that chat room. It's good for you. You can find another chat room to bond with people. Or create an additional chat room with the people you enjoy talking to. Evie says, hey, Sprinkles, hello! Lexi. Yo, sup, Lexi? Psycho says, the fact that we just have played Stranger Games shows a lot. I mean, it's kind of intriguing. And Nato agreed. You mean pectorals? Yes, pectorals. Garslane says legs. I mean, we gotta work on our legs, arms. How come all of this is arm related? Okay, we gotta work out our legs. So we're gonna twerk. I can't? Okay. Red Snow. Legs. Focus on those legs. Squats. You gotta do your squats. Neural! I'ma go now. Bye! Bye, Neural! Nom nom nom. Focus. Focus. Warm up. We're gonna do some fatigue. Fatigue arms. Vitamin B. Back. I don't think I have it. ND. Okay, he's looking okay. We gotta do vitamin B. Warm up. Gotta do legs first. Gotta do our chest. Arms. Oh no. He's looking okay. Aw, man, I only have 1. Create 3 kettle, stamina gains 2, fatigue 4. I think we're good. I don't wanna chance it. 1 day left. Red Snow. Gotta do warm up. Gotta do focus. Now we really gotta get in there. Chest. Chest. Oh man, I need to get his legs. Back muscles. Fatigue 3. I say arms. Oh my gosh, end day. We're gonna do... I'm moving so fast, but it's Red Snow. Oh my gosh, I gotta get his legs! Warm up. Come on, dude. I gotta get you muscular legs. This is harder than it looks. Muerto says, if you like Looney Tunes, there is a new movie on theaters. For real? I love Looney Tunes. Has anybody seen Who Killed Roger Rabbit? I love that film. It's where actual physical, like, real actors play it with cartoons. So they kind of interact with the animation. It's really cool. That's one of my favorites. Looney Tunes! Twerk? Let's do a warm-up. Okay, twerk, twerk, twerk. Back or twerk? I say twerk. Oh my gosh. He's looking okay. What do you guys think? Too bad he can't do it. Oh, he can do it. Oh my gosh! He's got no buns, guys. He's got no buns, huh? Who just farted? So one of my dogs farted? He's got the pectorals. His legs are okay, but he needs some buns and ties. I don't want to hurt him. Oh gosh. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Oh, he looks better, actually. Look at that. Okay, chest. Oh, I don't have any more. Oh, no. Claim winnings. Interest per $5. Gained at least 30. Ding, 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 ding. Cha-ching. This is us, isn't it? Wait, where are we? Remove card. Okay, next competition. Oh, so every time you win a competition, you get to enroll in new cards? Meditate, overtrading, or yoga. Yoga's the way to go. We have $3. Oh gosh, we either do meditate or overtraining. At the end of each day, all muscles gain 4, but a random muscle is injured. Not worth it. Draw 2 cards, gain 2 strength today. Draw 2 cards, reduce each muscle's fatigue by 3. Yoga's the way, man. We still have 14. Upgrade. Red Snow, overthinking or twerk. Kettle cards. Gain 1 stamina, but all muscles gain 2 fatigue. End each day with muscles gained, but random muscle injury? No, skip this. Choose 1, twerk. Upgrade. Iron twerk. Work pack. Which to Zen balls? You Joldy? This is Psycho says this man is all chest. Carson says blaming dog spray goes, I know it was you who farted. It was not me. If I farted, it would be loud. It'd be like... That's with my mouth. It would be the most gnarliest fart. You could smell it through the screen. Your eyes would be running like... Your eyes would be running water droplets. If it was me, you would feel it through the internet cables in your computer. Oh, my little squirrely brain. I'm trying to make sense of how bad it would be. It would be atomic. Nator Green says, bro has negative cheekies. Cheekies quickies. Zen balls. Clear fatigue from glutes. Create 3 kettle cards. 𝐴𝐴 workout. All muscles. Gains 12, fatigue 12, single use. Iron Nix. Workout. Use this card X times. Gains 5, fatigue 5. The best one out of here is probably this one. Next competition. Flex Off Nationals. Oh my gosh. We have to beat that, dude. You're crazy. Tip competition rules. Check competition rule for each competition. Ready. Tips. Career gains. Gains and kept throughout your career. So we live for this. Play live. We're gonna do meditate. Oh my gosh. Focus. Arms. Oh no. But a random muscle is injured. Yoga. Oh, I can't do anything. Dang it. Iron twerk. Oh no. As soon as the stamina goes down to okay, we gained. I need to just do legs. Then we need to do remove fatigue on the next card. And vitamin B. Draws 2 cards, gain 2 strength today. That's insane. He's looking better. Vitamin B. Iron twerk. That's funny. Oh, I just chose a random one. We're gonna go ahead and go for kettlebell. No, there's so many. Fatigue. How come they're all kettlebell? They're all the same. Can I draw a card? Zen bells. Actually, something to reduce, under 7 mint. Hello! I'm gonna increase the music. Hopefully it's not too loud. Under 7 mint to the apple bodies. Some love for bodies. Oh, you're also on Twitch. Thank you. Whatzel says, it was like Happy Feet when Mumble tried to explain his song. Oh, he was tapping through his little feet, man. Aw, Happy Feet. He was a dancer, not a singer. Gained 3 warm-ups today. That movie was kind of emotional. Aw, man. I don't want to injure ourselves. Oh, we're fine, I guess. Uh-oh, I'm injured. Oh no. But random muscle is injured. No, I can't do anything. My glutes are injured. I'm a failure! Oh no, but you look good though. But why are you naked? Play again. Oh no, I have to start over? No. No! So once you lose, you have to start over? We'll do this one more time to see how many rounds we get to. Okay. Red Snow, Vitamin B, Focus. Warm up. Twerk. Oh, I can't do nothing. Okay, we're gonna do legs. Vitamin B. Then we're gonna do back. Oh no, my back is injured. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Okay, this one. Chest. Twerk. Gotta do a lot of twerking, guys. Twerk. Twerk. I can't, I'm injured. What? Close. Play again? I hate that it makes you start over. How to win the iron interval? No! Saiga says no! The gains! I lost everything! Wacky Mo 64, buddy! It says I haven't seen Happy Feet since the Stone Age. It's been forever. Happy Feet was a cute movie. So for this one, we gotta focus on Vitamin B. We twerk. Oh gosh, end day. Twerk took that much out of us? Focus. Well, let's see. Kettlebell. We do chest. Then we do twerk. My chest is injured. Kettlebell. Legs. Oh, it tells you not to overdo it. We can do our back. The Vitamin B. Do a warm-up. That's what my mistake is. I'm trying to, like, go blast through it. Focus. Legs. Kettlebell. Kettlebell. Can I do chest? Oh no! Fatigue! Oh no! Governor of Gains. Mid-rep, the gym doors fly open. The president of Gains walks in. Look at this guy. Huge gains. He admires your physique. I'll make you governor of Gains. The gym erupts. So, champ, you win! And comp early, get $4. Decline. Yeah, sure. Oh my god. Claim winnings. Interest, $5. Ching, ching. Gain at least 30. Ching, ching, ching. Governor of Gains. Ching, 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 ching. We're governor of Gains. Okay, guys. These poses. Are these real people? Nator Grid says, I wasn't allowed to watch Happy Feet as a kid because of the environmental messaging. Oh, yeah, but the little plastic around the emperor penguin. Saiko says, the real mistake is twerking to get gains. How does that help? I don't know. Twerking was supposed to be like the sensual activity relations kind of physical activity. That's what I realized growing up. Now as an adult, like I learned that this year. Twerking is supposed to be like what you got, man. Like what you're capable of. I didn't think it was so supposed to be like in regards to relationship or intimacy. I just thought people were being baboons. And they were doing weird stuff with their bodies. Like doing the worm. Or like a dance move. That's what I assumed it was, but I was wrong. Correct me if I'm if it's correct. Incorrect, I mean. Saiko says the real mistake is twerking to get. Oh my goodness. Slane says Sprinkles just likes big glutes. Nature Green says dance fitness. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, Zumba. Do the Zumba. Zumba. I used to do Zumba. Deep sleep. Remove stamina. Cost for next card. End the day. Increase gains by 50% tomorrow. I guess it's okay. Standard pack. Heavy bills. Legs week. Gain 1 strength and per warm-up. Updates warm-up. Okay, that's a good one. Warm-up, arms, legs. I'd say warm-up. Upgrade. Is there anything else we can do? Deep sleep? Alright, next competition. Flex off nationals. If we fail this one, we're gonna do live reactions to Shoe on a Head. She has some good commentary. Either that or Mojin. Ready. Oh my gosh, his hands are huge. Deep sleep. Focus. We're gonna focus big brain like Mega Mind. We're gonna vitamin B, warm up. Uh-oh. And, oh no, my chest is injured. Now we're gonna focus on legs. We gotta use some squats. Red snow. And the day, oh no, not that. I should have used that yesterday. At least in game. Is there anything to like relax? Legs week. Legs. Can I do? I injured my chest. Fatigue. Gains 12. Oh no, we would overdo it. Oh, red snow. Deep sleep. Oh my gosh, she fell asleep on the floor. Rotate him. Oh my gosh. Warm up. Vitamin B. Focus. Oh no, his chest is big. But his thighs are tiny. Work. Oh dear. Vitamin B. Kettlebell. Oh my gosh, he's got some buns and tie. Oh my gosh. How is it that you have all chest but no buns? Vitamin B. I need something for his legs. Oh dear. Arms. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Chest? I don't want to work out his chest. I can't. Deep sleep. Okay, warm up. We gotta focus. Oh, what is he doing? I need legs. I need back. I need arms. Oh my gosh. Today's a... Oh my gosh! What's up with your legs? Oh no. Oh my gosh, guys! We're Godzilla! Look at the other people. Psycho says some people are just built different. I don't know. 𝑗𝑎 da booba. That's a lot of booba, guys. Nature Green says, I just like working out, but I do it every morning with my workout buddy. That's good. That's healthy. I do work out. I didn't work out yesterday, but I struggle like hardcore. I was like taking breaths in between, like little breaks in between. What this says, twerking could be considered a type of squat. Claim winnings. Workout upgrade. Do some legs. Iron chest. Gains 20, fatigue 20. All muscles, gains 12. That was a good one. Oh, I think we're good. Next competition. Iron Invitational. Wow! Buns and ties. My gosh. We're like building a sumo. I don't know. Sumos are deceiving. They got muscle in there somewhere. Here, let's see. Can I, twerk? Vitamin B. Oh no. ND. How about warm up? Legs up. Let's do focus. Back. Oh my gosh. I got to use all my cards. Let's do huge day. Oh my gosh. Vitamin B. I can't do anything else. Oh my gosh. What kind of monster are we creating? I was like chicken breast almost. Darslate says broiler boo. Sponsorship. Wiping the sweat from your brow, you spot a businessman striding over. Your usage of supplements is next level. Honestly, top tier. We wanted you at the face of sweet juice. He shows you the money. End competition early and get $8. Yeah, sure, why not? Why not be a sellout? Damn! Is that us? That can't be. Who are we again? That is not us. That's insane. I don't even know if we're standing up there. 𝒂𝒊𝒆𝒅. At the start of each day, draw a kettle ball card. Gun show. If this card is drawn arms, gain 5 and draw another card. Gun show. I like that one. Glutes. Ooh, create 2 chicken breast cards. Caloric seller. Surplus. No pay, no gain. If the next card injures the muscle, triple the gain. Oh, that's sick. Okay, we're good. Next competition. Bulk or cut? Buddies. Oh my gosh! Maintain. Double your money. Max 20. I say bulk. Gain plus 21 fat. Plus 2 strength entire career. Entire career? I feel like you're just stressing your body out. Cut. 10% decrease of total gains, but 1 plus maximum stamina. We're doing bulk. 1 year later. Oh my gosh. Pumps Parade. What is this madness? Oh my! The defending champ. What? We're gonna do gun show. I would say... Oh my gosh, complete buff. Red Snow. Oh my gosh, he's injured. Governor of Gains! Look at this guy, huge gains. In competition, get $12. You bet I am. That's how you win it, guys. Nature Grid says, is it AI images? No, it's like a simulation. Simulation bodybuilder. Be a sellout and you'll succeed in your career. Seems to be doing us fine. Look at that one guy on the far left. Oh, nothing but glutes, man. I like the guy on the far, was it far left? He's nothing but glutes in my little ear. But the one on the right, he's completely kind of evened out there. Evie! Looks like he took too much steroids. A bit much, yeah. We are gonna do heavy bells. Increase kettlebell card gains by 3. An upgrade for the entire competition. It can only be used once per competition. That was nice. Hands free. Draw 2 cards into your arms. Oh no, no thank you. I want to do 𝒂𝒊𝒆𝒅. Chest, back. I say back. Golden Gods. 𝒓𝒊𝒆! This is body... This is a body horror game. 𝒓𝒊𝒆 says Junji Ito should take notes. Oh my gosh, that would be a crazy chapter to his series. Nature Green says, I mean the cards graphics, they look AI. It's AI graphic simulation. Look at his booba, guys. Does he make you happy if he was a VTuber? Look, guys. Look how much it gained. Ubago buga jabuga. I'm sure there's male VTubers out there that have this kind of, like, gelatinous build. They're like, look at my pantin ties. I can't get over that. So bad. I can't get it out of my head. Someone help me. It's rotating around. Heavy bells. What did I just iron? Oh, I can't. Oh, injured. Oh, gosh. I'm injured. Oh my gosh. She jiggle, jiggle, pickle. Oh my gosh. No pay, no gain. Huge day. I already did that. Oh, I can't. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I want him to be more legs. Iron back. We're doing okay, I think. Huge day. Oh my gosh! If the next card injures the muscle, triples. Oh my gosh! Shady deal! Oh no! This is the path to die! The path of death. Shady deal. A massive dude twice your size struts up, veins like garden horses. Huh! Yo bro, I see the grind. You got potential. He leans in. But if you really absolutely unit status, you gotta take this bro. No other way. He holds out holding something. And comp really get card. Creatine! Plus! Increase gains by 50% today, gain 3 warm-up tomorrow. I guess today. Warm-up decreases the fatigue cost of all the cards by value share. Oh my gosh! Dark Buddy soup! No pain, no gain, lol. Damn. They look good, my gosh. But this is not realistic, by the way. This is not how you should be bodybuilding. I just want to make sure I clarify. This is not how you body build! You don't do it on supplements. Seiko says this is cursed. Kind of? Well, yeah, this is terrifying. Vitamin B? Sure. I would love some vitamin B. I think they're just calling it that, but we all know what it is. Kicks. I already have these. Hercules! Everybody wants to be a hero. Hercules! Oh yeah! Crowd favorite double glute skins. Indecisive crowd. Each day a new crowd favorite muscles is chosen. Random injury. Each day a random muscle is injured. Gain. Sup guys? Do you like my pics? I upgraded my VTuber model to this. Do you love me? Do you like my jiggly physics? Does it please you? What are those? I knew a girl that was doing creatine dry messed up her liver and knees. Oh my gosh, scary. Legs weak. Heavy balls. Deep sleep. Alright. We're gonna do... Oh my gosh, she does not sound well. Oh my gosh. Steel deal? Who is this Barbie? Knockoff. You know, she's kind of hot, guys. You gotta admit it. She looks like an alien in disguise as a human. And she's like, hello, Earthlings. I escaped my planet just to come here to repopulate my species. Would you guys take it? She looks really good. She looks like she might be German. They look like models. They really do. A lot of them have great genetics. But it also says I knew a girl. Oh, goodness. Making sure I caught up with buddies. Interesting. An impossibly wealthy woman approaches billionaire Dakota Steele herself. She gives you a slow, assessing look from head to toe, then smirks. I just want a strong man around the house. In competition early and get 6? Yeah, sure, why not? Oh my gosh. This is not the way to go. What is he gonna do? Walk around all day? Would you guys take it if a woman approached you and offered you money to strut around her house in any attire? Psychos is alien. Interesting. They were quite attractive. Their hair was super straight though, like they ironed it on the iron board. That's exactly how you would iron your hair before flat irons. You use the iron board and try not to burn it. Deep sleep or meditate? I want to upgrade iron legs. Oh, I can't? I think we're good. Overtraining. Next competition. Bulk. Cut or maintain. Double your money, sure. 1 year later. You still look good. Titan for the Hyperion Throne. Nature Green says, if it's with a space alien, is it bestiality? It depends on if you consider them your equal of, you know... Yeah, are they your equal? Oh my gosh, I'm injured already. Let's see. Gun show. I can do my arms. Everything else is injured. Guillotine. Oh my gosh, end day. This is not the way to live. Oh, what did I just do? Red Snow. No pain, no gains. Oh my gosh, he's got buns. He's got a bakery now. Well, kind of. He's got more breasts than anything. Warm up! Warm up. Deep sleep for tomorrow. Dang, he bounced up real quick. How can you lay in bed? How are you gonna go to the toilet? I have questions. I don't ask people with big buns. But I mean, how do you sit on the toilet properly? Aren't you uncomfortable? How do you lay down? I watched people debate in the chat on Twitter about certain celebrities. I won't name who, because that's such a call out. Nobody wants that. But how do they sleep with that big booty? How is it possible? Do you sleep sideways, on your back, or on your chest? Like, how do you do that? And they were laughing, and they were making illustrations with a bed and a dent in it for the buns. I mean, oh my goodness. I just couldn't live like that. Twerk! This is pretty funny. Vitamin B, but on like a serious note. Oh no, end day. Kettlebell. I can't do any more of that. Oh gosh. I want to improve his legs. Oh my gosh, he's sweaty. I can't. Oh my gosh. His breathing. His breathing! My legs are injured. Gain 6 but fatigue 4. Oh my gosh, we won? But what about the person on the far right? That can't be serious. So it goes a squad party. Oh, you think so? I've never met someone this super ripped before. Of course, this game is not realistic. This isn't how bodies build. I think their body would have collapsed out of exhaustion. Claim winnings. But, you know, it's just a game. Kicks up. Oh, what did I do? T-Rex, sure. Big back, also. We're going to the yoke off, which is the name of the game. Oh my gosh, us versus Hulk. I never saw this day coming. Okay, we're kind of injured on our glutes. Even Noodle's like, huh? Oh, what's going on here? Even Baby's like, what am I looking at? My eyes, T-Rex. That's interesting. Kettlebell, I can't. Big back. Iron back. Focus. Red Snow. Guillotine. End day. No pain, no gain. Iron legs. Iron kicks. Warm up. Vitamin B. Oh no. That's cool. Oh, the way he did it was funny. Deep sleep. Overtraining. Iron back. Arms. Legs. But something's random's okay, so gain 4? Do more? He's addicted to the life of getting ripped. Psycho says the question is, how is this man alive? Like, doesn't he have breakfast or lunch or dinner? All it is creatine. Huge. Deep sleep. Maximum glutinous. Iron kicks. Oh. Oh no, I'm injured. I'm also injured. Oh no! Discard pile. Draw pile. I'd like to draw something. Oh no! I'm a failure! Guys, we got so close! I failed! I failed! Look at me! I guess us. We failed. So I guess it's Jabba the Hutt looking man. We'll call it a day because once you fail a level, it has you restart again. We got up to Yolked something. We were like maybe the second to the last level of the game. Not bad. We're gonna give it a round of applause. I don't think I see myself playing this ever again, but I thought it was funny to play with you guys. It was entertaining. Sega says, no! I am not gonna restart from level 1. We'll be here an additional hour. We gained 856. It's right behind you guys. I know. Now our muscles! Our career is over! I chose the sellout option, but this is our failure. Season choices both maintain. Deals governor of gains accept. Sponsorship accept. Governor of gains accept. Shady deal accept. Steal deal accept. I guess accepting shady deals only takes you so far. Lesson learned. Saiko says you always find the most cursed games. This one was funny. He looks like a milk dud. Nature Green says I knew a guy in the army whose biceps were so big he couldn't put his arms down by his sides. That's sad. He was a T-Rex, but muscular T-Rex. Oh my gosh. How did he sleep at night? Like a balloon animal? You know how balloon animals, their arms and legs always stick out? Like they just can't... You can't do much with a balloon animal. They're kind of stuck in one position. It's horrible. That poor guy. Well, the cursed life of somebody who likes to get ripped. Likes to get shredded. I think being nice, muscular, lean is the best way to go. If there was a zombie apocalypse, you know, hypothetically, because that won't ever happen. See, like in the movies. Oh, okay, that's better. I was like, which one is it? Yeah, anyway, I usually don't like showing the top or the bottom of like the applications I'm using. Sometimes it has weird notifications. Alright, we're done with this game. We're gonna do a live reaction. Check out this game down in the description below. Really funny, goofy game. Get Yolked. That's the last episode. That's like the second to the last level. We're gonna go to YouTube. And let me go ahead, unpin. Goodbye, game. Ooh! Let me make sure this is the right one. Okay. Ta-da! I fixed it! Ta-da! Good, this one? This one? Oh, making sure I select the correct browser source. Milk dud. We became a giant muscular candy. Oh, Saigo says such profound words, Sprinkles. What do you mean? Oh yeah, my little rant. I get so embarrassed if I accidentally show too much, and I'm like, oh, they didn't notice it. Oh well. This is a real YouTuber. 109 subscribers. This YouTuber is crying for help. I don't, it's too sad. It's too sad for me. Look, Scooby-Doo, Velma! These are all the people that played Scooby-Doo? I can't let you guys hear the music. They look good! You look good, brah. Not bad. What do the actors look like now? Oh, the voice actor! Damn! He's frozen in time. Him too, vampiric. Kept their looks. Whoa, that's a major upgrade. Hold on, guys. He would play a great... If there was a live action of... What's that movie show called? It's with Jinx in it. What is the show called? I watched the whole series. I watched 2 seasons of it. It has Jinx, and then it has her sister. Jinx was originally named Powder. What is the series called? I can't remember. Saiko says, getting yoked to Scooby-Doo only was very cool. Garsley says, check out Chibidoki Spanish. He is so sauce. Chibidoku! Chibidoki! I mean, Chibidoki. What is it called? Arcade. Yes! Thank you, Saiko. Arcade. He would play a really good, what's his oh my gosh, my brain. How dare I? I feel so bad. I forgot these characters' names. If you knew what I was thinking, I guess you're on the right track if you know what's Arcade. Arcade characters. What's his name? He raises Jinx. He would play a really good Silco, guys. Look at Silco's character. He just has the face and... Yes, he would play a badass Silco. That'd be so freaking awesome. I'm already my brain's exploding. That would be so awesome, guys. I hope he knows. His name is... What's his name? It doesn't even show his name. Does it show his name? No, it doesn't. Age 38. He's 61? Okay, go to comments. Actually, I need to go to description. Oh, it doesn't even show the cast? I need to figure out what the actor's name is. Oh. My brain is thinking about people being casted as, like, characters, animated characters. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna do... Go back to YouTube. I hate that it does that. I'm so clumsy. I backspaced too far. Okay, we're fine now. My gosh. Oh my goodness, oh well. Oh, this was the one I was talking about a while ago. I gotta move you guys over. Rena covered it. It's right above us. This one, Catfish.
Back in 2020.
I don't know if you guys remember, a while ago, I had mentioned to you that if you ever wanted to do VTubing and you just happen to really like to have a female VTuber model, no need to pretend you're male. Or, wait, what? No need to pretend! No need to pretend, that, you know, you're gender bending. That's perfectly fine. I think because this was back in 2020, everything was so fresh and new, people were afraid if they used a female model that they had to be a female. But that's not the case at all now. Wurzel says, I know the actor. He was in the second Hulk movie. Yeah, he was the brother. The brother that was like the scientist. And he becomes evil. Is that him? Wait, no, I think I'm thinking of Spider-Man. Sayuko says, oh, I saw this around, but I haven't watched it yet. Really? I finished it. I binged it. I only binged it to see Powder on screen. I didn't care about any of their other characters. I only watched it for... Oh, my brain is already becoming a blank again. I said Powder. Now I can't... Jinx, thank you. Thank you, brain. This one is called VTuber Pretended to be Mute and Disabled and Stole Thousands of Dollars. The story of 𝐴𝑠₃. Yeah, this one is bananas. She posted 2 weeks ago. It's kind of, I like to look back at these to kind of reflect off of what they could have done differently. Just be yourself. I think that's the hardest thing to do online. Sure, you have to do critiquing, make sure you do some filtering, and also write down things that are appropriate to share, you feel comfortable sharing online, because it's online forever, and some things you're not comfortable with. That's perfectly okay too. But it also says he was Mr. Blue. He got 𝐏𝐿's blood in the brain. Oh! Garslain says, I'm a carrot. I don't have a gender. You are genderless. Carrots have no gender. You guys are biologically neutral. You can have seedlings, though. Dark Buddy says he tried the classic MMO scam IRL. Lol. Did he really? What? I didn't know that. Things I'm learning today. This was a tragedy in itself because I wish I could sum it down in 5 minutes. I'd have to, like, mark it. I recommend watching the full video because she does spend a lot of time editing, even going through scripts, practicing her narration. A lot of critiquing goes into her videos here. They're kind of like mini documentaries. I would have never known about this VTuber. Of course, they're not online anymore. See, they pretended to be a girl who was, like she says in the title, who had a disability. And they used that to... They use that as a weapon against other people socially online, also getting them to donate. People assuming that they were donating to help better their well-being, to get treatment, which is crazy, because me saying it even sounds more bonkers. It's like, what are you talking about? Really good. I recommend 𝑣𝑗 𝑬𝒉𝑛, me and my jittery bug self.
When VTubing was still in its infancy and hadn't yet exploded into the massive industry we know today, a new star was rising in the Spanish-speaking VTuber scene, 𝐴𝑠₃. She wasn't just any VTuber, she had a story that pulled at people's heartstrings. She claimed to be a mute and disabled girl, the victim of a tragic car accident that took away her ability to speak. But despite her struggles, she was full of energy, passionate about streaming, and dedicated to giving back. Fans saw her as an inspiration, someone who refused to let her disability hold her back. Her community rallied behind her, donating money to help her afford life-changing medical treatments. And
so that kind of sums it up, majority of it, very shortly. I can only imagine how long it took to actually find all the information. Kudos to 𝑣𝑗 for all her efforts. I'm sure she has hired help when she needs it. Don't know how exactly that works on her end, but it seems like it's about 35 minutes. Some documentaries can be like an hour plus. Nature Green says, plants have male and female parts, yes. It depends on which type of plant. Typically the carrot, I would have to look it up. Do carrots have female male parts? I believe it's just to have little seedlings. Do carrots have female parts? Let's see. Reproduction of a carrot. Yes, carrot flowers, which develops the second year of plant life, have both male and female. You guys are a hermaphrodite carrot. Technically, the life of a carrot is that you have both parts. So you kind of, you kind of self-pollinate, making them hermaphroditic. Hermaphroditic. Or perfect flowers. You guys are my carrot flower buddies. I knew there was a bit... I knew that some of you guys were flower boys. Flower men. The anthers dehiscus during the first and second day after the flowers open. The stigma remains viable for about a week. Although carrot flowers have both male and female parts, much seed production has shifted to hybrid seed production. What? So that means you guys are both. Congratulations, you're hydro. Yes. Evie, oh god, the impreg. You guys self-pollinate, yes. Igor, buddy, hello. Nature, yes, we just confirmed that you are both. Congratulations, you gave birth to a hermaphrodite. You can self-pollinate now. It's kind of scary, my gosh. I've seen so many horror stories growing up. If you had both female and male. People make jokes about it in TV shows like rom-coms, but that's it's a lot of power to carry, you know, every day. Psycho says, identity revealed! Your gender was revealed? Like a baby shower. Gender reveal for my carrot buddies. You self-pollinate. Congratulations. At any day, you could flower and spread your seedlings about the world. So what do you guys think about somebody pretending and deceiving a community about an illness? I think that's too much of a stretch, but at the time, maybe they thought they were role-playing and they got carried away. I think their outfit was so cute, though. Like, look at their outfit. Look at that. It's so cute and simple. Darth Slayton says, I don't need a man. I'm strong and independent. Yes, you're an independent carrot. You need nobody. You can have your own babies when you're ready. Nato Green says, if a person had both, could they clone themselves? I don't know if they could self-reproduce. I don't think history has ever spoken or shown a track record because it kind of feels taboo, kind of feels sacred. But maybe.
To giving back. Fans saw her as an inspiration, someone who refused to let her disability hold her back. Her community rallied behind her, donating money to help her afford life-changing medical treatment.
Which was good at the time.
She pledged to pay it forward, donating her extra earnings to charity to help others like her. To many, she was the proof that
That's kind of cute. I bet at the time it was adorable, but later on it was like, it was a dude, but that's fine. There's a lot of guys with female avatars. It's like, I don't blame you. You just want something nice to look at. I do too. Psycho says they're disgusting, demotivating many people from helping those actually in need. Yes, there are some people out there that are legit. They do have medical history, and they have things they're fighting every day. Man, but their avatar is so cute. Dang it. I'm so deceived by their beauty. Look at those eyes. Dark Buddy says, they seem pretty intentional. Probably set out to scam from the very start. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if someone is that determined. But that's just too much effort. I'm so lazy. It's like Sprinkles. And it's like, yes, you have been tasked to take over the world. I'm lazy. I don't feel like it. What if this says that model is cool, isn't it? It feels so simple but adorable. Noodle's been naughty. When I came home, she got mad at me and she vomited on the floor. And then she ran away and hid from me. She wants me to cuddle her. She's so soft. I took her a bath. And I took photos of her. I gotta show you guys on our community page. I took photos of them. I posted it on Twitter. I'll post it again. I'll post my dog pics over and over again with some, like, new ones, too. You're so cute. I washed their dog bed because it was very dirty. It was, like, 4 months dirty. I think I bought it for my eldest dog, Totoro. Kind of like Toto, but Totoro. With a Ru at the end, like Toru Honda. It was supposed to be told as Toru, like Toru Honda from Fruit Basket. But I misspelled it, so now they all call her at the vet office. They'll be like, Toru? Where's Toru? Appointment for Toru. And I regretted it ever since. It's like, I can't help, I'm dyslexic. I had a dog named Tiger, but I misspelled it as Tigger. So it's like Tigger, like Tigger. Like from Winnie the Pooh. So the dog at the veterinarian, they'll be like, Tigger! And it's like, oh, sorry, I meant to spell Tiger. And they just write it down as Tigger because it's like too late to the system. Can't really change their name after that. Nature Green says we need to get now! 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 That's too political. My gosh. I wouldn't be surprised if people use that as another avenue to get money. Psycho says I would be the type to take over my kitchen and like, oh, I recently did some kitchen cleaning. We, you know, We had to gussy up because, man, it is dirty. Finally did the dishes, but my hands are so dry. I'm moisturizing. I'm trying to make up for all the dishwashing liquid my hands had to bear. So dry and crusty.
VTubing could be a place where anyone, no matter their struggles, could thrive. Except
look at that! Oh my gosh!
No matter their struggle.
Guys, they literally had some type of like pumped up music kicking up there. Wow. But the guy had to dance. All that movement, he was dancing.
Could thrive. Except
he had to shake those
none
hips.
of it was real. Behind the scenes, 𝑣𝒆 was not who she claimed to be. Her disability, fake. Her charity donations, a lie. Even her gender was fabricated. What started as an inspiring success story quickly.
You see, it kind of gets kind of creepy here. That's the intensity, but it's cute and quirky. Sun 15, huh?
Unraveled into one of the biggest scams the VTuber world has ever seen. A deception so deep, so calculated, that when the truth finally came out, it shattered the trust of an entire community and has had lasting impacts on the VTubing industry and how outsiders view us to this day. And the worst part, she didn't just fool her fans, she betrayed her friends, catfished a lover, and manipulated other VTubers, as well as tried to destroy people's career just to stay on top.
See, that's when you gotta call it a wrap. You can't pretend, deceive, earn cash, don't actually send it to charity, because they ended up confronting them and confirming that none of the money was sent anywhere to give back to the people as promised. That's just charity work, especially even donating. That's a big deal. When it comes to content work, you can't just fib about those things. I'm sure people looking in, not realizing how much work it takes to make content. I can't believe they just threw it all away. All those hours of sacrificing unconditional love and time into your community. But, you know, with the deceptive means of extra income and all for yourself. But why did it have to be the voice thing? Your voice modules? I think that would hit hard for any singer, vocalist. One of my relatives, she's a singer. She actually injured her vocal cords because she loves singing. So she ended up getting a break from it. And her voice did sound different afterward. I think she was in some sort of like chapel choir for a bit. I want to say it was that. Or she did a lot of karaoke. And she injured her vocal cords. That's a real, like an actual thing. I mean, it can happen to anybody, especially if you're sick. Your vocal cords need time to rest. I hate being sick with a cold or a flu. Or getting pneumonia. Mild, not walking pneumonia. That's the worst. I like to talk. I would hate it if I couldn't speak. I would lose my mind. Live like peacefully? I have to say, Sprinkles, your thumbnail with the turkey is overwhelming sus. He looked like chicken. Nate, see, I think I caught up. Yeah. But this even gets wilder as it, like, they talked about fake lovers or pretending to have they were dating two people at the same time, by the way. A guy and a girl. Isn't that crazy? They were not only scamming people out money, but they were a two-timer. Too much effort for a lazy fox like me. I'd be so tired. I'm tired when I come home from work. I dose up on extra coffee to get spicy.
This is the insane story of 𝑣𝒆, the mute VTuber who scammed her way to fame, only to lose everything. Buckle up because this rabbit hole goes way deeper than you think. At first, nothing about 𝑣𝒆's rise seemed out of the ordinary. She started streaming in early 2020 and gradually built a following. Her numbers were modest but steady, sitting around 15,000 followers with an increase of about 50 subscribers per day on her YouTube channel. She marketed herself as a mute VTuber who had lost her voice in a tragic car accident during childhood. And using expressive body movement, sign language, and text-to-speech software, she engaged with her audience in an interactive manner. This helped her stand out among other VTubers in the Spanish-speaking community. But what truly launched her her career wasn't just her content, it was the sympathy and admiration she gained from her tragic backstory. She would often say things like, "I started streaming last year, I've been using my account for 11 months, although I did take 2 months of hiatus, so it's closer to 9 months really. I tried to stream every day without fail unless I don't feel up to it mentally." And according to her, streaming was more than just a hobby, it was a mission.
Nature Green says, I would rather volunteer than donate. You know what? That's a great way to kind of even things out. You would say that instead of donating, because receiving a donation for a charity is a big ordeal. I've only done 2 so far. One for One Tree Planted and another one for Crisis Hotline. For people to talk to someone if they have anxiety or even a mental breakdown. I donated to the Thanksmas. It came from the start of Jacksepticeye back in December, like November. It took about 2 months, like November and December, for us to be able to donate an accumulation. But trust me, having that amount of responsibility, I was like, okay, Spriggles, this money, gotta make sure we, like, separate it from all our finances. So using a separate account, like a bank account of some sort, and that being where you have all the donations go to. So that way it doesn't mix up with you using like your regular, you know, cards and stuff like that. I feel like it's easy to, but man, no! Can you imagine being donated thousands of dollars for a charity? Let's say it takes about 10 years before we get to that point. I would be so mind-boggled. I'd be like, oh, this is too much. I gotta get rid of it now. It's gotta go to charity now. I'd cap it. If we exceeded the amount, I'd be like, guys, I want to finish these days upcoming, but the number is just so intimidating. I have too much power. I guess that's why people end up getting managers. You know, that sort of thing. Someone to help them manage things. But that can even take a plot twist of a turn. Has anyone heard of Martha Stewart? She was the baking lady on television. Well, someone mishandled her finances. She ended up taking prison time because the person filing her taxes didn't file any of it correctly. So she's the one who got in trouble, not the person she hired to file taxes. That's gotta sting. I don't want to serve prison time because my taxes were misfiled. I'll do it myself. I'll have someone help me, someone who's lived long enough to do this kind of paperwork. I did that recently. I filed. How long ago was it? No, about maybe a month ago, almost 2 months ago. I filed early. I was like, you know what? Take my money. I don't care. Here's your share. You gotta make sure you don't go to prison for not filing taxes. It really depends on where you live, though. But, gosh. I mean, they could have easily just went a different route, but maybe the popularity was specifically from that. From the story, their life. Man, that's too much. That's a big betrayal. If you followed someone for the past 5 years or so, and they ended up having a dirty secret like that, what would you guys do in response? Would you still support them? 5 years would be a long time. 2020. We're in 2025. Yeah, that kind of adds up.
Wanted to make a difference, not just in her own life, but for others. I've learned that to grow on Twitch, it's not only about streaming, it's about putting in the effort to expand your influence, take opportunities, make friends, and start projects and make a difference. Her words painted a picture of a hardworking and passionate creator, but the reality behind the screen was far more complicated. But everything changed in September 2020 when 𝑑𝐻𝑜ut, a well-known VTuber in the ESP community and briefly the manager of a popular VTuber agency named 𝑗𝐻𝑜, who's had his own set of controversy, made a video promoting Asria's channel. In this video, 𝑑𝐻𝑜ut shared Asria's story, presenting her as an inspirational mute VTuber who had overcome challenges to become one of the biggest names in the scene. The video gained traction, drawing massive attention to Asria's channel. Almost Overnight, her growth exploded. What started as a small but steady audience quickly turned into one of the fastest growing VTuber careers in the Spanish-speaking community. With her rising popularity, Astria was hailed as a pioneer in both the VTubing space and the Spanish-speaking community. She credited her success to hard work, dedication, and engagement with her community. She said, "If my community grows, I'll grow too, and if I grow, I can help the community back. I don't really care about the money, since those things always come to you if you put in the effort. You don't have to demand it." On the
Interesting. Interesting quotes. Christian says, "What's up, Sprinkles? It's been forever." Man, I have questions. Christian, how do you change your car oil? I know you know a lot about cars. I thought I'd just ask a question like that because I was reading on Twitter people's posting. I've been really on Twitter X lately. In my downtime, I just flip open the app and I watch people go crazy on there. Attacking each other, befriending each other, loving each other, all that crazy stuff. Hello, Kuman! How's it going? How are you doing? I know that you had a lot to sort through after the horrible weather. I guess it would be considered a weather disaster? A natural disaster? My goodness, scary, Kuman. I saw the photos. Hopefully you're doing well, you're okay, you're healthy. Anything! I saw that video for real? 2 weeks ago. It's a lot to cover. It's a lot of timelines to review since 2020. Dark Buddy says, "It would sting, but I guess you'd have to just drop them regardless." That's a lot. You know what, Muertos? At least you're being honest. Wait, where is it? Dark Buddy. Dark Buddy, my goodness, why did I say Muertos? I guess I was thinking of like death. Muertos as in death. Dia de los Muertos. But in their case, their career died. My goodness, Dark Buddy's correct. You would have to drop them. Would I drop my favorite Oshi if they turned out to be scamming people of their money? I think I would just drop them silently. I'd be one of the thousands of subscribers. I would just quietly just stop going to my feed and looking at their stuff. It would make me too sad. I'm like, not my Oshi, no! I look up to you, why? Kuma, it's been fine. Thankfully, insurance paid well. Oh my gosh. Well, as long as you got the support you need, because I don't know what I would do if that happened to me. I mean, we have tornado warnings all the time, but I mean, we see them almost strike the ground, but thankfully not recent. It's been about 40 plus years since 40 plus years since that one has hit down near where I live. My gosh, my brain is just slurring. Oh. Christian says to change it, you'll need to go underneath your car and let the used oil leak out and put it in a container. Oh, that's smart because you don't want to just let it leak out on the concrete. Okay, so that's how you start changing your oil. I'm taking notes, actually. I'm trying to well, I guess photo memorize? Because I've seen AI father do it, but then he'll give up like midway and be like, I'll just do it for you. You can just watch me. But I needed both written down and watching someone doing it. Like, I gotta read the instructions as I watch them perform the instructions. It's the only way I'll remember. But man, what could have been? They're so cute. Look at those cat paws. Oh my god, so cute. I just want to bite them. The model's adorable regardless.
Surface, her story was inspiring. She presented herself as a selfless creator, someone who worked tirelessly to provide engaging content, despite her supposed disability. During my stream, she said, I stand and move around for 3 to 4 hours. I tried to make my streams as engaging as possible, letting chat control the experience instead of just watching me. A big part of Astria's appeal was the emotional connection she created with her audience. She didn't just claim to be a mute VTuber.
Kuman says, my friends in East Texas sent pictures of it for me. That's horrible! No tornadoes anywhere! No twisters, my sisters. My misters and sisters, no twisters. As a kid, we would have tornado warnings, and they would have us line up against the wall, scrunch up on the ground in like frog form. First you'd kneel, then you have your head go down between your knees. And you put your arms above your head. basically preparing us for impact. There's no way we would have survived if a tornado completely went through our school. Our school was made of brick. It's been around since the early 30s. Yeah, 1930s. It's an old building. When the nuns used to live there. Used to be there and teach the kids and be there for like morning activities, evening activities, send the kids away back home. Living on campus grounds. You know, the upstairs was haunted. They had this bathroom specifically for teachers. I was in there a few times. I was like, nah, I got permission to be in here. The teachers got annoyed. They're like, whatever, Sprinkles, you can go use it. And turns out they had showers in there that they had to block off so the students wouldn't mess with the, you know, mess with the running water. Of course, if it's not used for a long time, you have to let the water, like the sink, of the faucet of the tub, you have to let it drain out. It may be kind of muddy, blackish, dirty water. That's just perfectly normal if a house hasn't been used in a while. Let's say over a year or a few months. Let the water drain out before you actually use it to drink and bathe and stuff. It says, Legacy, it's time for smart sprinkles with those glasses. What about, yeah, kind of. I guess I could be pretty smart with these glasses. They kind of remind me of like glasses you'd wear if you're going to the beach. Or if you kind of want to go hang out with friends, go party. Some party glasses. Yeah, the story, I'll never forget it. I think it's just a good, nice reminder. Don't lose yourself in the game of content work. Also, don't backstab people. Just be friendly. Sort it out like adults behind the scenes. You know, people, they spend a lot of time, effort, and contribution into their communities. What would I do without you guys? I think I'd shrivel up and die. I would be like, oh, my body's fall over and she's dead. She died because she felt like a failure. That's an awful way to die. Rip Sprinkles written on the grave. Nah, you guys make it enjoyable. I mean, what would I have without you? I wouldn't be streaming. I love that I have familiar faces, new faces. Don't be afraid to chat if it's your first time. All are welcome. Join in. Be a goofball. I love it. You guys make life enjoyable. We're miles, millions of thousands of miles apart from each other. I'm somewhere orbiting around the Earth. Aw, it's so nice. Yeah, you guys make me feel good. You make things funny. You point out, like, the realistic side of stuff, too. You guys are pretty smart. I'm very forgetful. You helped me remember the show called Arcane. I was talking about Jinx. I remembered one character out of the whole series. What was the little kid's name that Jinx really loved? I forgot her name. Jinx's real name was Powder. I only watched the series for her. That's so true. Psycho says the bodies. Yes, love for bodies. Aww. You really can't have a community without a community. I was very shocked when I watched this the first time. I had to make sure I got the rundown. If I was watching it blindly, there'd be a lot of like holes in my in my concentration in my noggin. I'd be like, okay, this goes here. Mapping out what happened. Got the red string out. Okay, so first they pretended to be a girl. Then they pretended to have a backstory about their health, motivation for doing VTubing. That sounds good. Everything was pretty foundational. Then we go to when they had donations, what they did with the donation, question mark on the board. Yeah, go collect the red string. And then it went to having relationships with two different people. One's a lady, one's a dude. Man, I felt bad for that guy. He went public. There's a part in here. I might have to go to that part too. Where is it about the guy she was dating her boyfriend? That's right. He was two-timing people. Where is it? I can't remember where. Or go right here.
More disturbing, 𝑣𝒆 was willing to go to extreme lengths, even creating fake identities to get what she wanted. Shortly after this controversy, YouTuber Terry released an expose, which would...
Sprinkles is goated. I try. You know what? With how forgetful I am, like my brain is like trying so hard. It's loading, processing. The loading screen is on majority of the time. I couldn't. I couldn't do anything else. I'm just being myself, which is nice. I think you get more comfortable when you're on live. Just talking, chatting, whatever comes to your little brain. Nato greens some love. Christian, take my advice with grain of salt because I don't have any car, unfortunately. Cars are expensive. Usually with me, it'll be like using family cars, so we all share the same car. We'll do that and just try our best to take care of it. I try driving carefully, but you know how I can be. I'm a little speedster. Skirt, 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 meow. Meow. Beep, 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 meow. You guys, I'm a little speedster, it's true. Dangerously so. I'm wild on the streets. You don't want to be Mrs. Daisy in the back of my car. You'd be flying against the window a few times. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump. Yeah, I'm a wild driver. When I have kids, I gotta make sure I cushion it back there. I'll try to slow down for my babies. I'll drive like a granny when I have children. But for now, meow, meow, beep, 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 beep. I do that when I get in the car just to laugh because people are angry when they drive going home from work. They're also angsty. You try not making eye contact because people will give you the finger. And I'm like, whatever. I'll bite your finger if you were close enough. Be like, nom, 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 nom. Little tiny finger sausage. But yeah, I just start going beep, 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 beep. But with my mouth instead of using my horn. Because I'm too scared people are going to come out and shoot me in the face. I go beep, 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 beep. Cycle says NASCAR sprinkles are meow, meow. That's what my parents did when I was a kid. AI father drives crazy. You think like, oh, Sprinkles is naturally just a wild driver. No, I got it from AI father. He used to drive us in a buggy. One of those old buggies, like those nostalgic cars. Yeah, the ones that look like a buggy race car. What was that movie called with Lindsay Lohan? And she was like the racer. She had her buggy. The buggy had a soul and it would talk to her. And that's how she got a boyfriend at the end. She looks pretty good, by the way. Have you checked her out? She looks awesome. She took care of herself. You know, when you're a child actor, you just get exposed to really bad drinking, drug use, very bad stuff. I mean, she didn't know any better. She was just doing what the adults were doing. The adults knew how to have self-control, but a kid doesn't. And unfortunately, bad habits stick with you when it comes to that sort of thing. So she got better. I think she went to Dubai. I watched a whole video arc about how she replenished her skin. I don't need to know your secrets. None of us need to. I don't care if it was if you bathed in goat's blood. I mean, whatever works, works. Am I right? Pretty wild what people do to look delicious. But I don't blame them. If you had a rough life as a childhood actor, you grow up, everyone gives up on you, your parents take away your money, abuse you psychologically and emotionally, then yeah, it's like no joke, no wonder they look like that. They look like life ran into them a few times. Saigo says, Herbie? Who's Herbie? Lynx says, I had a friend driving with me. Then he purposefully drove slowly when someone beeped at him for laughs. That's so bad. Oh gosh. You know what's crazy? I'm not surprised. I tried making sound, like music sounds, like beep, 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 Nickelodeon. I'll just do a melody with my honker. That's what AI father does. He'll joke around because people get really angry if you just beep, beep, beep. But if you make a song out of it, it could make people chuckle a little. Christian says, Sprinkles probably drive an Opel Speedster, nimble, lightweight car. Meow! Meow! Yeah, unless I got precious cargo in the car, like people, like my family, then I drive extra slow. And everyone's yelling at me like, Sprinkles, turn already! And I'm like, no, that person, they're gonna go, turn already! And it's crazy, it's pretty wild. Nature Green says, wow! Live Like Peacefully says, Sprinkles ate too many Skittles. She's climbing the walls. Calm down, Sprinkles. Sorry. I have energy. I told you I caffeinate myself for live streams. I'm drinking like a 16-ounce mug of coffee right now. I'm gonna be known as NASCAR Sprinkles. Beep beep. Christian says, but does it make me happy that you're interested? Oh, really? Yes. I would be like, hey guys, help me change out the oil of my car. I have complete trust for you. Let's do a trust exercise. If I turn around, would you guys catch me? Hopefully. Someone please. Who's Herbie? Oh, the car that came to life from that movie with Lindsay Lohan? I love that little guy. What was I doing about the story about the little buggy car? In middle school, we didn't have a good car to drive except for one. So we had some junky cars, you know, sticking around because we all are collectors, aren't we, at heart? Yeah, my father's a car collector. He's got a bunch of them. But as he's gotten older, he had to sell them or chuck them, unfortunately. But that one got a nice, did that one get a nice home? I think so. Yeah, we gave it to a relative. Anyway, in middle school, when I was in 6th grade, a very memorable time. My gosh, my scatterbrain. I just need some water, probably, to hydrate. Anyway, he drove a buggy back to school and for us to go home to pick me up, drop me off, sort of thing. And it was really hot, so we had to have the windows down. The only way to get nice cool air in this like 100-degree weather, it gets hot during the summers, was that he would drive super fast down the street. And bugs flying in my face, me catching some protein in my mouth. Wild times. It's like house with no AC, car with no AC. We used to use like AC, I think like, what is it called? Units? Mobile units? Yeah, but for a while it was one room in the house that stayed cool. We really roughed it back then. Eventually, saving money over the years, you can upgrade and fix things. Yee. A little snippet of Sprinkle's childhood. Being in no AC cars. Sleeping in one room on the floor on like some sort of blow-up mattress. Because it got so hot. Even the animals were in there. Stinky doggies. Nature Green says Sprinkles is a precious cargo. Thank you. I would love to be your bobblehead. I wish I had a bobblehead figurine so you guys can put me in the front of your car. As a motivator not to crash the car. Please don't crash the car. Sprinkle's bobblehead will die. But if I remain alive as the last piece of your car after an unfortunate crash, I would feel honored. Christian says, no, I meant that I'm really glad you want to change the oil on your own. Oh, thank you. Psycho says, from the Stone Age. That's the name of the movie, I think. Oh, the car from the Stone Age, Herbie? Yeah, he was kind of like a transformer, but didn't transform. He just had a nice little soul.
Would ultimately bring all of Asuryah's lies crashing down. Terry's investigation started when he discovered a suspicious payment while going through transaction records. He found that the email used for Asuryah's business payment was linked to another account called 𝑠hiro_EDM. So 𝑠hiro_EDM was a YouTube music channel with over 300,000 subscribers, supposedly run by a man from Mexico. Needless to say, the connection between the two accounts raised serious questions. When Terry dug deeper, he found something even more suspicious. The merch store linked to the 𝑠hiro_EDM channel sold products featuring Asuryah's VTuber model called RoboNeko. So this begged the question, why was Asuryah's model being sold through an account she had never publicly mentioned? But it got worse. In an old interview, Asuryah had claimed to be a manager for a discography and frequently used electronic music similar to the tracks uploaded on 𝑠hiro_EDM. So there was a few recurring elements here. At this point, the evidence was undeniable, and Asuryah was connected to 𝑠hiro_EDM, and the person behind both accounts wasn't a mute girl, but indeed a man. But the investigation didn't stop there. Terry found an official Facebook page for 𝑠hiro_EDM, which claimed to be based in Tijuana, Mexico, the same country Asuryah was from. Even stranger, after a fan meetup, people created fan art of 𝑠hiro_EDM's owner. And in every single drawing, the person depicted
Sorry I paused, guys. You know, lately, well, I'll save that for later. Christian says, I highly recommend watching Redline 2007. Pretty cool car movie. I think it's available on YouTube. Oh, I gotta check it out. Redline. I like car movies. Yeah, my father's obsessed with cars, man. I was hoping he'd get back to doing that as a hobby, but it's completely up to him. He really does love his little cars. Even collecting tiny cars, like little figurine cars. I'm gonna put this as recommended from Christian. We're gonna watch it, Christian. You know what? Should we do that? Should we watch movies now that we have members? Only members only movies? You can't tell a soul. Yeah. Just for fun, and then we'll probably, like, it'll probably be taken down, can't be used as a bot. That would be nice. Just watch movies with sprinkles. And I think there's a monster movie. It's like My Little Monster, and it's about this monster who befriends... It's kind of like Monsters, Inc., but more rated R, because he tells a lot of adult jokes.
Was a short-haired man. Then there was Asria's inconsistency about her backstory. She had told her fans that her car accident happened when she was 6 years old. This was something she repeated often and even had it in her Twitch bio. But later, she changed the story, sometimes saying it happened when she was 10, 11, or even 12. In this tweet, for example, she claimed it was 12 years ago, and the constant contradiction made it fairly obvious that she had made the entire story up. As the pressure mounted, Asria made one last-ditch effort to salvage her reputation. She decided to prove her identity by doing a face reveal on stream. The idea was simple. If people saw her on camera, they'd believe she was telling the truth. When the face reveal finally happened, audiences were momentarily convinced. After all, the girl featured on stream was cute, and she was even wearing an Oculus headset, which is something Asria had used in her streams. Her fans breathed a sigh of relief.
Do you think he should have just came out as a girl? I don't think anybody would have cared. Like, does it really matter if it was a woman or a man? I guess to follow the story. So ecosystem buddies, thank you for the pet hats. This feels, I feel like I should do like a heart rate. A heart rate monitor. This is getting, even watching it a second time, because I watched it at least once. I was like, huh. Yeah, this is a lot. Rima's summing it up pretty well. So they did a face reveal. I mean, a face reveal wasn't even necessary, but given that everybody was questioning, just take things easy and slow. I have to admit that it's really hard to when you start out. You just want to make sure you keep everybody entertained. Like, I started thinking that maybe I worked too quickly doing, like, a new outfit. Because I could have just honestly waited, like, some time from now, like maybe 3 years from now, with this new model. Yeah, my heart rate's pretty high. Oh my gosh. I have a high heart rate with all this caffeine. I probably need to get some water real quick. I keep hearing noises. I'm spooked, guys. I think it's a rat in my ceiling. They're doing little pop noises up there. I'm really spooked out, man. Zoinks! Jinkies! Oh. Dark Buddy says red line is pretty high. Look at my heart rate. 82. Okay, that's not bad. But is it working? Oh, okay, it's good. It's accurate. It went down to 82. I guess I'm okay.
But it also meant that the YouTuber who had done an expose...
Evie says the rat you saw. Guys, I hear the munching and crunching in my ceiling. I thought it was me hearing the spirit of my dog. I've been thinking about him recently, which is what I wanted to mention, but I had to slowly ease into it with some laughter. He passed away due to cancer. Yeah, pretty bad. I should just do postings of my pets. I guess I'm just hesitant because I don't know if anybody wants to know anything about my fur babies. Oh, is it working now? That's weird. The battery's kind of off. Reconnecting? Oh no, it lost connection. That's not good. But yeah, I thought it was him chomping his chompers because he would make a lot of noises with his mouth. He would do little bubble noises. So I thought it was just easier to believe that it was a rat in my ceiling. Or hopefully not someone outside my window. I'd be like, scram! Get out of here! I'm gonna fight back. You better get away. You better start running. This little granny's gonna come after you with her little legs. You can hear these little footsteps sliding behind you. You can hear me running. Illuminate 2 in style. Get back here. Live like peacefully says, time to investigate. Psycho says fur babies are. Everything. But it also says, Redline is legit. The story was simple. I like simple stories. My brain can't handle complex stories. So I guess just take things at your own pace. Not really anything wrong of an answer, yeah. Nature Green says, do you like your new model? I like this new model. My other one was pretty cute, but it was also a pre-made model you could buy anywhere. I know, I got a muscle rat up there. I hope it's a rat. I don't want it to be the spirit of my deceased baby. I was thinking about him yesterday as I was exercising. I was thinking, man, what are they up to? But then again, I'd rather have them, like, up in heaven somewhere beautiful than stuck on Earth forever. Yeah. I miss them. I should show you photos of all my dogs. So 2 of my dogs both passed away, like, about 12 months apart in the summer. They both passed away either in June or July. Pretty painful. One after the other, just like 1 year apart. It was crazy. They were really old. One of them lived till he was like 13. I think they both lived to about 12 or 13 years old. That's crazy. I was like, man. Why can't you just live forever? Chicky, hello, long time no see. I missed you. You're alive. I'm happy you're alive. We're just missing Cotton Royale, or number 1. Aw, we're watching about somebody's VTuber model arc and their history and the dilemma. Just take your time, guys. There's no rush for a new outfit. There's no rush to have a cover song. There's no rush to do anything. Just do what you want. Be happy. And also talk to your community about what different activities. That's important. Communication with your community. If you don't have that, then what are you going to work with? Live Like Peacefully says, someone next to the window eating potato chips. They better not. I'm going to give them a little pounding time. Pound, pound, ka-chow. Like, what is it? Mr. McQueen? Lightning McQueen? Check yeah. Wow, you just have 100 subbies now. 100 subbies. 1K subby is, man, 2 to 3 years in the making. It feels pretty good. Yeah, sometimes it feels like a lot of pressure to grow, but really, no. No need to make up any hypothetical stories about yourself. Just be you, and if things happen, you can feel comfortable sharing it with your community. I feel like Twitter's the worst place to share things about yourself. It is one way to meet other artists or content creators. There's gotta be another way around it, YouTube. There's gotta be a separate platform on YouTube for content creators to talk to each other, instead of having to forcibly work with each other on Twitter. YouTube, that would be amazing. If you created a sub file of some sort, like, hey, click here if you want to talk to other content creators or do postings, all on YouTube. That would be interesting. We'd have to consider the safety check, though. Chicken! I says, aw, hello, Chicken! Chicken saying hello! Saiko says, I love animals so much. It's just painful to part with them, though. Nature Green says, animals don't go to heaven. Their nature is based on instinct. Then what's with all that chomping noise, guys? I wish one of you was here with me, so you could hear all the popping noises ASMR I'm hearing. I'm a little nervous. I'm hoping it's just the rain and thunder outside. I really hope no one's out there eating potato chips. I would be grateful if that was a rat in the ceiling.
On Astria, Terry started getting a lot of heat due to his video and ended up privating his video on
Evie says, I know, but we know how bots will basically spam the stream chat on every Hello Live YouTuber. Well, I don't know. I feel like that's a lot for them to moderate. They're doing really well if they're able to filter bots out. I did hear about people using bots. Nah, too much effort. I mean, like, that's just... You naturally get bots on stream. You have to ban the ones that try coming in advertising adult sites, if you know what I'm saying. They're like, do you want to see these pictures? Come check it out at Clam Chow. Just making up a website name. Hopefully that doesn't exist. You're gonna be Clam Wow! All about clams and pearls and all essential items for making your gals happy. Eva says... I'm awake! Hello, Malik! Where's the sexy chicken? You like a chicken? Somewhere. Chicken! Malik! Mizuki says, lol, Astria is one of the most hated in Hispanic community. You know what? I think just they did so much in the past 2 years. I mean, of course, previously. Then they tried to do a comeback. Then they resold their model, but still use their pre-existing model. I was like, you know what? I don't feel as bad about my VTuber track record. I'm pretty slow. I was like, why move so quickly? You can have like a lot of hiccups along the way. Of course, I ventured off to do my projects. Ahaha. Especially my beautiful model. I can't reveal too much, but I'm excited to rig it. It's gonna be a struggle, a slow growth, but you're gonna watch me slowly bring that baby to life. Definitely using it in the lore. Malik, where's the chicken? I don't know. Guys, I'm not kidding. I keep hearing the little mouse in the air vent. It's too much for me. It says, Twilight says, hello, Twilight. The chicken will appear shortly, sometime, I guess. I don't know, the chicken has a mind of its own. The little
Astria. But then, in a monumental plot twist, audiences found out that instead of actually showing herself on camera, Astria had actually gotten the help of one of her friends to pretend to be her.
What? This was the face reveal? Then who was the other chick? Who was that other chick? I don't understand. I feel duped twice. Layla! Guess who's back again? And hello, everybody. Layla! Malik, are you pregnant? Who's the father? What do you mean? Are you calling me chunky? Look at my little chunky. I got a little pooch. What's wrong with that? I got a little pooch. Little stomach. Psychos is about to get dice bombed by a mouse. No! Little chompers up there. Better close that mouth of yours. Or else. I would put some peanut butter in those lips of yours. Get them to stop chomping so much. Little bubble popping. I'm so intimidated. I'm like, I miss my dog, but I don't like the sounds I'm hearing, guys. I swear. I wish I could film the paranormal activity in my room with all the clanking of my mouse clicker at night. It's like someone's playing with the keyboard. I thought it was Kimchi, so I would shrug it off. And then I look over and Kimchi's not on my desk, but it sounds like heavy hand just pouncing on the keyboard. Making loud noises. Making clacky noises, guys. I'm not even kidding, it's scary. Okay, guys, it's just the rain on the window. We're gonna cross our fingers, knock on wood, la 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 la. It's just the rain on the window, nothing scary. Layla says, I love your little dog. Thank you. Just the rain, just the wind, just nothing else.
And how was this discovered? Well, Astria hadn't properly briefed her friend about what was truly going on. Probably because if she knew, she wouldn't have accepted to go live for her in the first place.
Dang.
So after learning about all of Astria's accusations and fraud, this same friend allegedly ended up spilling everything to 𝑠𝒈𝑝, who was Astria's longtime online boyfriend, who went public with all of this information. And that's when another layers of lies unraveled. 𝒉𝒄 had been romantically involved with Astria for over a year, believing he was in a relationship with a mute disabled woman from Japan who had suffered immense trauma. To make the relationship seem real, Astria had sent him intimate photos, which she claimed were of herself, but when everything fell apart, it was revealed that all of those images were actually brought from Fiverr.
Guys, they went on some extra level just to prove that they were a beautiful woman from Japan. Dark Buddy says the mice hunger? No, they're gonna be eating through the wires. I'm gonna hear the little chunk walking and waddling above my ceiling at night. No, they're gonna have a little party up there. Malik! Sayiko says P is the solution versus Ghost. I'm gonna whip it out, Ghost! I'm gonna pee! Oh, amazing. Neko! Hello, Neko! Neko, though, Maschio 64. I love Japan before Grand Theft Auto 6. Whoa, Grand Theft Auto 6. We should play sometime. But I need to make sure I upgrade my PC to handle any more game downloads. Nator says, Fiverr sells that stuff? I guess so. I a little snorted there out of shock. But I'm kind of thirsty. I need some water. I'm burping out of anxiety. I feel like the secondhand anxiety from this VTuber. They gotta scramble to get some pics of beautiful ladies. So they were dating a guy, sending photos. That is too much. Can you imagine how much it costed for those saucy photos? Christian says, knock on wood. Heck yeah, I heard that from Self-Minded. Just knock on wood, everything's fine. It sounds like the rat is going away.
𝒁𝑃𝒆 even tried to reverse search the images on Google, but nothing came up. They weren't linked to any public profiles, which only made them seem more authentic. And that was intentional. Asria specifically chose those images that couldn't be traced back because they weren't hers to begin with. 𝒁𝑃𝒆 had never actually seen Asria, as they were online dating, and he had
Guys, can you imagine if they were doing saucy texting back and forth? Only for them to come out and be like, I was saucy texting a man. Which is why they understood each other. The reason why there was some sensual tension build up was because it was another dude getting in the mind of another dude and what they wanted. Saiko says, that was the point. Donald Silverfox, how are you doing today? Hello. Hello, Donald. What do you mean, Saiko? I know that was the point, but my gosh. Two men saucy texting each other. You know what I'm trying to say here. They were, role-playing, probably. You know how couples can be romantic. Oh my gosh. Well, do you think it was genuine feelings? Oh, there's the sexy chicken. Nature Green says, now I don't want to talk to girls online. They're like, hey there, I'm a full 100% woman. Kapow! Ka-chow! Do a little flex as a lady. And they send you photos. You know what's crazy? Fake female bot women online. Of course they're not going to have AI in their name like me. Only a silly, foolish, foxy girl would have AI as a username. They would use like Cassandra Williams, Stefani Junkie. Oh, I don't know what Junkie. Is Junkie a last name? Could be Junkie. Yes. So all those beautiful bot women spamming you on Twitter, I get them too. Leave me alone, bot women. They're like, you have now been added to a group chat, Frankos. I'm like, delete report junk. Delete report spam. Delete. Donald says, ayo, and I'm not a gay fucks. Yeah, but the two men, what if they really loved each other but just didn't know it? Live like peacefully says, lol, catfish. Cycle says, we love the silly robot fox. Thank you. Man, poor guy.
Been in a relationship with a completely fake persona from the start. So for over a year, 𝒁𝑃𝒆 had unknowingly been in a relationship with a man. And when 𝒁𝑃𝒆 finally learned the truth, he was devastated. He had spent months emotionally invested in a person who didn't even exist. What's sad is that the internet being the internet had a lot of people made fun of 𝒁𝑃𝒆 once the truth got revealed. It's also been said that 𝒁𝑃𝒆 made a response video, but most of the footage of his reaction has been lost or deleted. To this day, there's no confirmed archive of what he said. However, he does end up commenting on the situation via tweets later on. But what we do know is that he was one of Asria's biggest victims. And unbelievably, Asria still wasn't done. When Asria finally
Thank you for the follow, buddy! It happened so fast, it was glitching out. Make sure my notifications are on high. I replaced I did a little sussy kind of voice recording. I'll let you guys figure out which one it is. It was like, ooh, you delectable treat. I think it's that one. I brought it back. I was like, I'm a little bashful if I use that one. And I was like, yeah, put it back. I recorded it using my mama voice. I tried to dig deep and make it... Oh! Phantom EX received a membership gift. Level carrot sapling. Barkful received a membership gift. Ezekiel received a membership gift. Wise Wolf received a membership gift. Digital Asylum received a membership gift. Live Like Peacefully received a membership gift. Wow! Aw, thank you for giving the little gift teams. Let me give you a round of applause. Oh my goodness. I get smacked for using the wrong one. Shadow! Aw, that's so sweet. Aw, guys. You're giving them membership. You know what, guys? I reached out on Twitter. I didn't get any bites to play Repo. Would you like to play Repo for me? As long as you're above the age of 18, because I don't want you guys... If you're under the age, do not tell anybody. If you tell anybody, or me, no announcing your age because of safety online, because there's predators out there, and I'm trying to protect you. Because if not, I'll send you to the void, and you'll be banned from chatting on stream forever. But if you want to play, we're going to do it next week. I decided I'm making a big decision, kind of nervous. We'll do a membership play stream. Since you got gifted for the month and for my previous buddies that were gifted memberships, it'd be nice to play with you. We'll try to organize it to where we all get to play together. So you guys get to take turns on the rounds. And I'll do a marking listing of going through all our buddies. Be like, hey, if you want to play, come play. We'll just do the honorific code. If you played the first round together, we'll switch off with another buddy jumping in for the second round. Vice versa. That'd be very nice, but as long as you're above the age of 18. But if you're not, don't tell anyone, because there's creepers out there trying to save you some hardship, man. Trying to save you from trauma. We can do that next week. There'll be memberships only, but the live stream will be available open to our community, but memberships only get to play. So I'd be sending it in the membership community page, like, hey, this is gonna be the server. I'll be posting it within the hour. Go check it out. It's posted there for memberships only. You can come play if you wanna. It's 10 something, about 10, $11. It's not too bad. I thought it was 30. I was like, dang, that looks expensive. But it turns out affordable. But still, it's some good pocket money. Evie says, I can pay $1 on the membership when I can. Whenever you guys want to be, you the carrot sapling, I want to be able to play with you, but I also have to factor in, it's like, I do live stream 3 times a week. I don't want to exhaust myself given I have a full-time job. If I did streaming full-time, then it would be a more diverse stream. It'd be like 2 times a week we'd play games together, or at least 1 or twice a week, or every 2 weeks. I'm out of breath just thinking about it. I gotta turn on my AC, my fan. Whew, it's getting hot in here. Thomas Wade says, I am so glad that I don't have membership. You don't have to worry about membership. Oh, you don't want to play Repo? Is it Repo? Yeah, Repo. We'll do it next week. I'm gonna write it down. Membership play Repo. It's a pretty cool game. I downloaded it and I played it for a bit yesterday. I was asking myself, I guess I can play single player. It's better than playing 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬. But if you guys want to be random and spontaneous, for example, if you are underage, as long as you don't tell me, we're cool. But if you tell me, you're in hot water real quick and sent to the void. If you want to play 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬 with me on Saturday, just let me know. If you have a parent with you, if you're, let's say you're 15, and your parents with you watching you play with me, then it's cool. Then that would mean that you have parental approval to play with me. Then that's different. But Repo uses voice command. That's why I'm like, as long as you follow community guidelines, we're cool. Yeah, community guidelines. If you get heated, take a break. Yes, it's gonna be a big event. I'm kind of scared. I don't know if I'm calculating correctly. But you're my community, so it's like, it's like the usual comments I get. You can just have a fun time. But if you get busy, you can bounce. So we're gonna play Repo next week, but Saturday we're playing 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬. If you want to, 𝑉𝑠age? If you want to play, just let me know. You can join me. I don't know exactly how multiplayer works, but we can play together. It takes about 14 hours for a full completion, so it'll take about maybe 3 to 4 streams before we complete it. So if we can factor in 3-hour streams and divide it by 14, divide 14 by 3-hour streams, 14 hours for total game completion. It would take about 5 streams to complete a 14-hour stream of 𝑉𝑠AGE. If you want to play with me, it has multiplayer, just let me know. Psycho says, oh, it curses me having to work on Saturday. Nah, that's okay. 𝑉𝑠AGE is kind of scary. I almost want to call it sausage, but I can't because it's 𝑉𝑠AGE. Excuse me, I'm burping. Live Like Peacefully says, thanks, 𝑙𝖐𝐻𝑖. I will try doing more gift memberships in the future. Oh, Live Like Peacefully! Thank you for gifting memberships. That's pretty radical, man. I was like, whoa! Because it really spammed, and I was like, oh no, it's broken. I gotta fix some stuff. Dark Buddy says 𝑉𝑠AGE is single player though, right? I was reading that it's multiplayer. If you want to play, you can come play with me. But remember, we'll try doing membership playthroughs. It'll be publicly streamed, but memberships get to participate in the game. Plus, it's kind of nice. We'll be bonding. Just know I'm very slow, and if anything, you can throw me into the face of the predator. If we're being chased, you have my full approval to throw me as a last resort. Repo was pretty fire. I played it for about like an hour. I think it was Sunday night I played it. I bought it. I purchased it. And I was thinking, okay, what's the big hype? So I played a few rounds, got murdered a few times. Nice game. Very random. You're not going to get bored at all. It's like a mixture of Luigi's Mansion mixed with a bit of Silent Hill, mixed with a little bit of Poppy's Playtime, at least when it comes to the nice quality of graphics. Even Skunk! Hello, Even Skunk! Let's see. Tyler says, I have to shower and sleep. I hope you have a fun stream today. Thank you for coming. Christian says, I'd want to show you more of the chaos of Midnight Club Los Angeles. You know what? Let me write that down. That should be a fun game to play with you, Christian. Midnight Club Los Angeles. I've never played with you guys on a game where it shows like your microphone, speaker. As long as you follow community guidelines on those playthroughs, we should be fine. But if anything, I'll just ban you for a while. And then you can come back when you're chill, man. Take a chill pill and come back. I'll also try to be pretty calm. I'll take sedatives if I have to. Eva says you don't need to play with your viewers every time. Just have it every few weeks or once a month. Thank you, Evie! I was over here like, prioritize play with community. So once a month it is. It'll be our once a month monthly. We can either do 𝑉𝑠AGE, 𝑉𝑠AGE, or do Repo. But I think Repo would be a nice playthrough. But we'll have to, what is it called? We'll have to switch out with our players a few rounds. That way everyone gets to play. Or first come, first serve. The early bird gets the wormy. Aw, Saiko says, that was very thoughtful, Live Like Peacefully. Christian says, would you ever chat it out with your community on Discord? Dude, I'd be super cringe. I wouldn't know how to react to, to some things. We could do a random fun event. If we can do a special, if we're doing a donathon, where we're donating to a charity, we could do random chat on Discord. Just kind of like, what is it called? It's where it does like a 1 minute chat, so everyone gets like under a minute to talk and chat about something random. You just tell me about your day or what you ate for lunch. Ooh, do you eat salmon patties? I haven't made them in a while. It's been forever. Live Like Peacefully says, I want to help other people as much as I can. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, thank you, Live Like Peacefully. I'm so happy it's only, you know, I'm only doing Carrot Sapling because membership's a lot to manage. So at least we get to play games together. Well, if you want to join me on Saturday, just being random, you can. It's a very scary game. We'll work together and experience trauma. We'll be trauma buddies. I bumped into something. Let's see. Christian says Midnight Club Los Angeles has like 16 players in a session for a 2008 game. Okay, I'm gonna make note of it. My sheet of paper is 2008. That's not bad. 16 players. I'll find my sheet of paper at some point. I have a bunch of like scrap papers with ideas and stuff like that. I like that she's just staring intently at everybody. Kind of scary. Oh, she's staring at me. Oh, hi. I forgot that she's still on. I like your aesthetic. You're quite beautiful. Lildian Skunk says, I would like that. Yeah, you can play with me. I think it'd be nice every now and then, especially if it's multiplayer. We should probably do Fall Guys at some point. Wito says, I saw the repo clip where someone yeeted themselves and laughed so hard. You can throw me into the arms of death. I will accept it. Embrace me, death. Stop avoiding me. I used to have dreams where I would face the Grim Reaper and I was like, hold me. This small, chunky fox says, hold me. Take me, death. Take me now. And death would purposefully run away. Interesting nightmares, if you can call it that. I think I was more of a nightmare for this version of death than anything else. It's like, come to me, death! Embrace me! I embrace you, death! And death was like, no, man, you're weird. Get away. And the most technical, monotone voice ever. Like a Squidward voice. Get away from me. You weirdo. Lithium Skunk says, I suggest you play Carnival. We played it, actually. Like, you mean the full version? Gosh, I'm salivating. We played Carnival. Carnival! Oh, that game. The RPG game? We can try that one. Live Like Peacefully says, safe. I'm an introvert as well, but I can communicate with others from time to time. I think Repo also has text to chat. If I could do a settings, I would do that. Just so that way you still maintain privacy. In case you're being yelled at by, like, you know, a relative or your parents. Like, you know, for example, Michael, get off the internet. I told you to go clean your room. That would suck. That would so suck to hear that. It's like, oh my gosh, you're in trouble. Your room is stinky. And everybody's just watching it on the VOD. Did you hear that Michael didn't clean his room? That would suck. So I'll try doing text-to-speech chat. You guys can get creative, be little goobers. Porto says, Midnight Club was awesome, but my CD was scratched and corrupted my data twice. I didn't finish the game. Oh, it's a CD game. Well, thankfully, my PC has a CD. I can put a CD in there. Stop staring at me, lady. It's scary. She's attractive, but scary. Just scroll down a little bit. There, we're in the comments section. We're safe, guys. No predators are gonna attack you or try to steal your money. Mickey Captain Fox says, I'm so glad I'm built a friend. Yeah, we can be like online community buddies. Of course, what is it? Not parasocial? Is it pro-parasocial or not parasocial? Which one is it again? I forgot. To be parasocial or not to be parasocial? I don't know. I'm just kind of confused. Christian says, get the Xbox version of Midnight Club. I don't have an Xbox. Because it's backwards compatible with modern consoles. Dang it! I don't have Xbox. I just have PC. Bloodhuman Skunk says, Carnival, search it up, please. I don't know how arcade shooter. Sahiko says, lol. Ernie, Percy, Mooney Power. I'm so glad that I'm built different. What do you mean? Evie says, I may be putting you with Maira's hair in my photo edits later. Oh. Well, I'm honored. Carnival. A Carnival game. Oh, that looks radical. Oh my gosh, that's cool. I thought it was the RPG anime role-playing game. You know what? That looks pretty neat. As long as I find the free version. Is it CD version? It's a 1998 light gun shooter arcade game released by Midway Games. It's often noted as heavy use of graphic violence and dark humor despite its Midway Games. Monsters. It has a giant clown on it. Dude, I don't know why, but I think of The Simpsons. Salivation! Dark Buddy says, parasocial equals crazy fans. Okay, so we don't want to be parasocial. We don't want crazy fans. But I want us to have fun, but we never want to get to parasocial. No parasocial. Thank you! Thank you for the reminder, Dark Buddy. It's kind of hard sometimes. Lithium Skunk says, thank you! Whittle says, I don't think you need an Xbox. I think you just need a Microsoft account and a monthly subscription. Yeah, it sounds expensive. James Golden Fox, I'm so glad that I have a Nintendo Entertainment System and Sega Genesis. Man, you guys are flexing. Game system collections? Oh my gosh. Man, I wish I still had my PlayStation 2. Nah. PlayStation 5, I would go half-seas with my siblings and we just share it together. I heard it plays all the games, or at least it's supposed to. Former GPS lawyer, I'm doing my part helping you get Twitch affiliate. using 2 Twitch accounts? Well, as long as Twitch is cool about it. I don't know how they technically count their viewers, but hopefully it works. You hear that, Twitch? We're working on it. Thumbs up from Carrot Buddies and Sprinkles. Christian, Driver, San Francisco 2011 is available on PC, but it is quite expensive on Amazon and eBay. No! Are you a dino? Says I eat Cheerios. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. I wish I was a dino. A dino?
Confessed, it wasn't just an admission of guilt. It was the confirmation that every rumor, every accusation, and every suspicion about her was true. She had fabricated everything, including being a disabled mute woman. She could speak the entire time, needing money for an expensive throat surgeries. There were actually no medical bills. Being a victim of sexual assault, a fabricated trauma for sympathy, losing her mother to unknown circumstances. Her mother was never dead.
Can you imagine it flipping on them that their mother does die? It's just too many lies. Just none. Stick to none. We're gonna wrap it up at the end because my brain is, I'm already slowly falling apart.
Because I played a game called Terra. Kaguya responds, Terra Online, okay. Astria/Kyle's responds, yes, Terra, and at that time I said to myself, wouldn't it be funny to play as a female character and pretend to be a woman? And when I did it, dude, I did it just like that. But before I knew it, I already had a bunch of friends and I was so stupid. I told some of them that I was a dude, and the closest one I told them that I was a dude, but others still had their doubts. And so I continued like that for a bunch of years, and now in 2019, when I started my channel. Kaguya responds, yes, like in the month of July, no? Astria/Kyle responds, yes, that's when I said it. That's when it became easy for me to continue with the lie. But there was the problem that you need to talk there, and I couldn't say, I can't, I'm shy, ha ha ha. I mean, because people weren't going to believe it. But I was stubborn. Even though I wanted to continue with the lie, well, there, I told myself, how do I convince people that I'm a woman? And I used disability as an excuse. So there we go. Astria's lie finally explained. On top of that,
just too many lies. Give her a round of applause. She had to go down this rabbit hole. None of us, not even I, would spend the time just trying to cultivate an understanding. My brain is mush now. It was just too much. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, but you didn't have to. You didn't have to deceive or lie. It doesn't make sense. You could easily make friends as a dude. Like, look at Rev Says Desu. Who else? Look at Porcelain Maid. 2 dudes with female avatars. I guess Porcelain Maid's kind of a sweat dream. He's like your delicious maid, Sama, but also manly. Oh, you Cheerios, your heart rate's 200. No, it's not. No, I would die. Joanne said, Joanne Moonified Middle, a red pill. I'm so sad that my mother passed away, but luckily I didn't tell anyone else. Well, whenever you're ready to talk about it, you'll be good. Hello? But I think he shouldn't have lied about his mother being dead, because it could easily happen one day and be for real. Yes, I go. Mush brain incoming! Trying to land! Yeah, my brain is gone now. I don't think it's there anymore. Even says you need to rest. Are the people in video dinos? What do you mean dinos? Dinos? Which dinos? I think, no, she's supposed to be a cat girl. Oh my gosh, I need water. I need water! Okay, where were we? Maybe should we take a break? I don't want to go all the way back. That was pretty good, though. Here's this. Reen377. Dude, 13 days ago. About 2 weeks in from it being posted. Dude should have just owned it from the beginning. Hi, my character's a girl who doesn't speak. Here's a backstory I made up for her. Please refer to me as her while I'm streaming. But remember that she's a fictional character and don't send me money to pay for her fictional medical bills. But of course the guy wanted money. That's a really good comment there. It's like, dude, that's the fictional character you created. But, set boundaries between the lines and don't take money. Morgulgorg the Mangler, user says, pretending to be mute, disabled, and doing fake charities. Asida is the worst type of person. Thanks for the stream, Rima, and I really enjoyed it. Also, this story goes to show you that small lies have big consequences. Have a great day, Rima. Aw, some love. Xman5393 user says, I'd never heard of this scandal before. But this explains why so many people were so skeptical of Iron Mouse. Now it all makes sense. Dun-dun-dun. Titan Heart 33! I feel really bad for Serpios. It's really sad when someone you cared about ends up not being at all who you thought they were, or real, just fabricated lies. And while it's easy to make fun of people for getting catfished, if you're lonely or awkward, it can be easy to be manipulated by the idea of someone loving you. Damn, that's harsh, but kinda realistic. C_Lancaster TV. Still an insane story. The fact that he tried to rebrand after doing something like that is crazy. Hanba243. As a disabled person, this feels like it gets everyone who claims to be disabled a bad rep. They really tried to pull, "we all make mistakes" in quotation, and that just makes me feel like my creations became big. People would be skeptical because of things like this. Good video. Nautivist. It's so frustrating. People are like this. I'm disabled, still fighting for SSI, and my community quite literally keeps me alive. They even covered a wheelchair my insurance couldn't cover. So communities can literally save lives. But when people like taking advantage of that, it makes us all look bad, and it's not fair. Their community becomes victims, both financially and in terms of admiration. Especially VTubers who look up to these liars because we're told, in quotation, "Hey, I'm disabled, but look my success story. You can do this too." That creates really unrealistic goals for fans that are also VTubers. Some might even push themselves so hard they get more sick. And again, when the truth comes out, it creates problems for other disabled VTubers. The ramifications of people doing beep like that. The harm to the VTuber community as a whole. I've even had to post a screenshot of my medical records to prove myself, as have other disabled VTuber friends. We shouldn't have to do that, but weasels like Ashura manipulate, lie, and parasitize Jade and drain empathy, then lecture people about mental health being, in quotation, attacked. Boo, hoo, hoo, etc. It's so wrong. That was, wow. Whoa. Psycho says, oof. Christian, get yourself the Red Bull X2010 car. There's a car named Red Bull? I don't know, this is kind of cool. I'd call the car Throttle. I eat Cheerios. Beep, 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 beep. I eat Cheerios. I want to eat your username. It sounds delicious. Olivia Skunk! People act like money's evil. However, money has helped people, so how does that work? It's a dual-edged sword. I eat Cheerios says Red Bull gives you wings. I've never had a Red Bull before. Given my high heart rate just off of coffee, I'd probably have a heart attack and die. Don't feed me Red Bull! Don't feed Sprinkles Red Bull! She'll explode. Her heart rate is pretty high as it is. I have high blood... I guess it does... What does that mean when your heart rate's high? I'll have to get my doctor to look at it. Maybe it's a good thing! Live Like Peacefully says, I just replaced your brain before a potato. Close enough. Sayuko says, hydrate! I need to go get water. Monica says, looks like you need some Red Bull. Monica Red Bull 2000. Hello, everybody. Thankfully, my heart rate's not 200. I Eat Cheerios says, why the Sigma? Did I get a notification of my Rent a Girlfriend season 3? Rent a Girlfriend, that's a good series. Kind of emotional, too. It's like, is it love? Is it infatuation? Which is it? The poor guy never gets any action. I feel for him. If that was my son, I'd be like, stop messing with his feelings. Then I'd turn to my son, grow up, be a man. Grow some huevos. Tell her like it is. Don't let her use you like that. You're my baby little boy. I'll probably have at least one son and a bunch of daughters. That's right. My family's bound to have daughters. Like, everyone has girls, rarely boys. It's a blessing. We would tease each other like it's a curse. We will have no sons, only daughters, and they will all be brujas, little witches. No, but that was a running joke. Like, every year we dress up as witches and, like, on Halloween pass out candy. Love Like Peacefully says, oh, Lamo Dim. I would tell my son, man up, you gotta tell her. Right in front of me. Tell her how you feel. If you can't tell her how you feel, then how are you supposed to call it a relationship? A relationship cannot be built based off of lies. And what was the other word? I was like talking about it recently. Can't be based off of lies because the foundation would break. What is the other word? Deception. There you go. Lies and deception. You can't call it a relationship. You can call it a fabrication, but that's as far as you can get. Because then a relationship is based on trust and truth. And if you don't have that, eventually along the way, one little mishap's gonna cause a whole collapse. Could be years worth of a buildup. It's like because you didn't start off with the truth. Like they didn't start off with, I'm a man, and I made up a story, and I like having a girl model. Your model is so cute. Where are they? Your model is so cute, but dangerously evil. The cuteness and evil hand in hand at its finest. Well, guys, we're gonna move to a different video, and I gotta hydrate because my brain is becoming mush. I drank too much coffee. My kidneys kind of chucked it down a bit. Cheerio says the boy who rented the girlfriend has the same voice actor as Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling. Man, how does that feel in your head, seeing two characters at once? Cheerio says, why the Sigma? Did I get to know? Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna get some water. What should we watch next? I think there's one video. Oh yes. Why hot people are crazy. I watched someone else watch it, and I love it. Beauty equals psycho, beautiful but psycho. She has me singing, out my mind. I said it wrong.
Why is it?
Why are beautiful women so psychotic? You guys, I watched this and it helped explain certain people in my life. I was like, you know what? You're very attractive. But the older you get, if I don't stop you from being unhinged now, I can't save you from ending up in an asylum or locked away at some sort of, you know, resting home in your old age. Stop them now while they're ahead. You gotta discipline beautiful people. You gotta be like, you'll see in a minute. You'll see in a minute. It has to do with social construct. If you're attractive, so basically summarizing this in a few sentences are, if you're very attractive, whether you're female or male, you've ended up getting away with social behaviors that aren't acceptable in a lot of situations. Like, think about her right here. Carrying a bat, wearing some, chones. You know, a little bit unhinged, attacking people, laughing about it. Because they're attractive, by example of the character, just the character alone, the actor's pretty good. You're doing well. You played a really good Harley Quinn. They get away with it because it's excused. Like, for example, if they murdered a bunch of people, but because they're really hot and attractive, for example, I don't know, the Joker kind of gets away with it. What the fuck, man? He's okay. I guess he's attractive. I mean, not my type, but, you know, attractive. I guess, fictional character-wise, I don't know. But yeah, they get away with murder, and at trials, it's like everybody is, you know, torn on the fence. Kind of like that big situation between Amber Heard and, Johnny Depp. Because she's attractive, a lot of people really had high hopes for her. But she didn't murder him, thankfully. That would have been just too much. Not Jack Sparrow, you sicko. What it says, Harley Quinn was not crazy because she was hot. However, it has nothing to do with attractiveness, my friend. Close! Aichiri says, what about Batman? Oh, you know what? Dang it, you have a good point. Batman's pretty violent. Evie says, that's true about this. Fulma says, gar. Christian says, can we watch the Drive San Francisco trailer? Maybe. But yeah, it has to do with them getting away with behavioral issues or bad habits. You'll see in a minute. I have to get some water. Alright, you guys can debate in chat. What would be the one thing you think a hot, attractive person could get away with? Think of the most attractive fictional character or actor or actress you can imagine. And what would be the worst thing you think they could get away with? The topmost evil, vindictive thing Think hard. Think harder than I do, because I'll explode probably. I'll combust from overthinking. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be back. I have brought water. Are you prepared to see the biggest reveal of somebody's 7-minute condensed version of a little slice of history? It's not that they're hot and attractive. It has to do with them overcoming their childish behavior. Wow, that's so cute! Ah! Ooh la la! Look, guys, I have googly eyes. It's so cute! Oh, it's adorable. Where is it? I always get stuck on this part. Oh no, the sticker. No, come back. I need to make it bigger. For some reason, the stream sticker's tiny. Ah, I gotta make it big. Gotta make a hungagala bungala big. Alright, it'll be bigger this time. Are you prepared? I gotta burp. What it says, like Halle Berry?
That beautiful women are crazy. People have been asking this question for a really long time, even back to Plato, where he was quoted one time saying, "It's from my own experience and the experience of my peers that goth bitches are just as hot physically as they are insane mentally." But why? Why is this the case? Not from an anecdotal perspective, but from a psychological perspective. And guess what? I have that information. There's a lot of data actually out there to support this is a real thing and what exactly causes it. And turns out it's extremely interesting in my opinion.
Okay, let me start reading. Hypothesis. Participants completed an online survey rating the likelihood that an individual depicted in a photograph would engage in norm-violating behavior. Norm-violating behavior. That's the term I was trying to use. The photograph depicted either an attractive or an unattractive individual. 3 types of non-relevant behaviors were described. Positive, negative, and non-conforming. Norm-conforming, pardon me. The results suggest that an unattractive individual were viewed as more likely to commit negative form-violating behaviors than attractive individuals. Attractive individuals were viewed as more likely to commit positive norm-violating behaviors than unattractive individuals. I'm just making up that part right there because I'm guessing it's the educational guess right there where she's in the way. And C, attractive individuals were viewed as more likely to uphold norms than unattractive individuals. Keywords: halo effect, norm deviation, social norm violation. And I can't read the rest of it, the evaluation. An individual may be judged more harshly for these individuals and negatively simply because they're unattractive, everyday tasks, unattractiveness. This is called something effect, the halo effect. 1988, the halo effect occurs when, I can't read it, her hips are in the way. Assumes that an attractive person is...
And at the end of this, I have a piece of...
more likely to go back. Is more likely to perform good behaviors than a behavior is thus... The effect also works on the opposite. The halo effect. This phenomenon is which the attractiveness of an individual influences an observer's expectations for the individual is called the halo effect. The halo effect has been found to influence the range of experiences. Something. Saiko says, lol. Weto says, I heard she has hit people while drunk driving twice. Halle Berry. I have to go look her up again. You said she's attractive? Evie says, we know how yanderes and mejeras are the very attractive ones. Christian says she's better off driving a car.
My opinion. And at the end of this, I have a piece of advice that I think is really useful. You see, people who are beautiful, especially women, are treated insanely different from other people around them. Now, it's funny because if this ever gets brought up, especially with a beautiful person, they will commonly deny it because they'll think, no, not every single guy, not every single one of my friends wants to have sex with me or be in an intimate relationship with me, so it's not true. But the problem is, it doesn't just extend to romantic relationships, but to so many different domains. For example, this study I'm showing on screen shows that people who are less attractive face higher rejection in not just romantic relationships, but
they want romantic relationships. relationships with their attractive friend even though they cross social norms, but I can see why. Have I had attractive friends cross social norms? Yeah, probably. Googala, googala, googala! Oh, that's so cool! Yes, buddies. Oh, what do you think? That's cool. I'm gonna try to catch them every time I see them. The relationship between teacher perceptions of pupil attractiveness and academic ability. Department of Social Science, UCL Institute of Education. University College London. Huh. Is it where like the attractive teacher being with the attractive student and everyone's like, it doesn't violate norms because they're both attractive? Sylvana, Black Fox Buddy! Hello! Hello, we're studying. Does attractiveness allow you to be crazy? Christian says, Sprinkles, you gotta check out the Red Bull X2 2010 car that I'm talking about. I think I wrote it down. Let's see. Red Bull! Red Bull X2010 car by Christian. I'm running out of paper. Silvana says it looks adorable even though it's a meme. The little meme. Oh dear. YouTube, stop trying to get reviews from me. So good at Lily Alice 33. That is mean in IRL. About drunk driving? Yeah, drunk driving is not good.
Platonic relationships, work relations, and are seen as less capable by their teachers. People in general want to be friends with more attractive people.
Yeah?
And from my own personal experience, whenever I see a person who just looks better all around, even if I don't plan on having a relationship with them, even if I don't plan on ever seeing them again, if I'm going to interact with that person, I generally treat them better and I'm more willing to do things for them. And what's also interesting that plays into the whole crazy factor, I think this is essential, is their ability to get away with norm violations. For example, if you do something that is not as socially acceptable, but you're attractive, it will be interpreted and seen in a different way. It will seem more positively and less maliciously. Studies have shown this to actually be the case. And
have I seen this before? The popular girls. They were popular girls in my class growing up in elementary. I would say yes, they got away with stuff. They got to run around school, sometimes to do, in quotation, errands for their favorite teachers, just to get a break out to go chat about boys in the bathroom. Yes, that's an actual thing. The teachers were like, yeah, you guys are the popular, attractive girls. I guess I'll let you guys, let it slide. You're running around, not doing classwork, just talking and chatting it up in the bathroom. Ako kaya says, Mukil ni VTuber. I don't know what that means. Hello. Are you curious? Now I'm a slide character. I don't get the hot friends. I would be the, I'd be the sidekick probably. Not bad, huh? Not bad. Pretty good. Do you guys have any examples of norm violations done by someone attractive? Maybe from school, work? Do you have a coworker that's considered like the attractive one, so they kind of do whatever they want? I do have a cousin. There was, well, previously they were working, we'll call her Halo. So my cousin, the AI cousin, was talking about working at their office. I can't give too much because then I would give it away to anybody watching. But basically, Halo was a girl that was sleeping with the doctor. Dun, dun, dun! But because Halo was very attractive out of the bunch of women working there, the doctor literally let Halo do whatever she wanted. She'd have extended time for lunch, eat snacks when she wasn't supposed to, when assisting patients, whatever. A very unpolished behavior, especially, you have to make sure you have a good reputation at an office. But she just was like, yeah, I'm sleeping with the doctor, who cares? Eventually, I don't know if she got fired or not. Excuse me, I burped. The wife never found out, though. Cycles' background character defines me. Live Life Peacefully says, I am the background character. I'm the sidekick. I would love to be your sidekick. Please don't step on me. I want you to love me. But as a VTuber, I finally get to become the main character, kind of my own story. Caitlin Lenore and Eric Stokes, the University of Texas at Tyler, Volume 31, Number 1, 2019. The study investigated participants' expectations that people who are low versus high in attractiveness would violate social norms. Specifically, we tested the hypothesis that unattractive individuals would be rated as more likely to violate norms involving negative behavior than attractive individuals, and attractive individuals rated more likely to violate norms involving positive behaviors than unattractive individuals. To test these hypotheses, participants completed an online survey rating the likelihood that an individual depicted in a photograph would engage in norm-violating behavior. The photograph depicted either than an attractive or unattractive individual. Gosh, wouldn't you hate to participate in a study and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of cute. Maybe they'll put me in the the attractive part as like the attractive participant. But you get put as the unattractive participant. I would be so heartbroken. It's like, wow, my confidence broken. The general ruling is that I'm unattractive and I violate norm behaviors? No! Am I ugly? Scientifically, by this research, I'm ugly. That's horrible. The photograph depicted either an attractive or an unattractive individual. 3 types of norm-irrelevant behaviors were described: positive, negative, and non-conforming. The results would suggest that A. Unattractive individuals were viewed as more likely to commit negative norm-violating behaviors than attractive individuals. B. Attractive individuals were viewed as more likely to commit positive norm-violating behaviors than unattractive individuals. Kind of like when you guys see advertisements for like smoking and drinking. It's always with a hot model or an attractive older man. 𝖏𝑍𝑽𝑘𝑠. I always feel my best with 𝖏𝑍𝑽𝑘𝑠. They stopped showing him though. What happened to that guy? He wasn't ugly. He was just selling to the, the age-appropriate men his age. C. Attractive individuals were viewed as more likely to uphold norms than unattractive individuals. Live like peacefully. That's 3, says lol. Akko! You ghost tongue. You are really cheerful this morning. Good morning, Akko! Saiko says, at live like peacefully. Lol. Christian says, I want to stay low-key. Team Skunk says, background character. Christian, stay with us, Christian. At least to the end of this one. This is kind of educational. It's like, don't worry, guys. If you feel unattractive, just, don't worry. It's better than having that confirmed by participating in a research study. They're like, sorry, person A, you're unattractive. So we're putting you in the unattractive group. It's like, next, who wants to line up to be a part of this research project? Nature Green says, good night. Good night, Nature Green. Live like peacefully says, I feel like Sprinkles is like the main protagonist of the story. She's the first one in front of everyone else. Nah. I'm too tiny. All they have to do is get a broom or a shoe and it'll swat me across the room. But yeah, according to this article, wow.
More attractive people are even sentenced less harshly by judges. Because again, the court system is run by people, and judges are people. They see people who are more attractive as less malicious, as less evil, and they see people who are less attractive.
Okay, who's a recent murderer I can think of? Think of your top 10 attractive murderers. Who's the guy that had an occult and all the women did whatever he wanted back in the 70s and the 80s? What's his name? Attractive cult members. We're gonna go by this. I want you to feel better. I'd rather be myself than a high attractive serial killer. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to be in it. If I could... where do I put it? If we were in an isekai world, and the only way to be considered attractive, or to obtain attractive attributes, like a level up, or like a leveling skill, was to become a psychotic killer, and the only way to become extremely attractive was to level up by killing your opponents to develop new attractive skills, or improve appearances, I would not do it, but that'd be a really cool anime. You have to participate in an arena, and you all start as super, like, hideous monsters. But the only way to obtain leveling attractiveness, like, the more attractive you were, the more lethal and, you know, like, more opponents you've killed or slaughtered. So basically, it's like become super attractive and a serial killer in this isekai world. You start off as like a level 1 boss monster, but to become attractive, you have to, like, you know, yeah, become a murderer. But what's top 10 attractive murderers? Top 10 attractive murderers. It's like, please don't murder me, attractive person. My feelings. 10 top 10 stories of the year. Who's the most attractive serial killer? Oh my gosh, no. Murderers attractive. Google doesn't wanna. Attractive, murderers attractive. Lost murderer, no. Top 10, please. I can't think about them. The world's 15 most attractive criminals. Ted Bundy, apparently. Okay. EV says if people care about body positivity, then they shouldn't be shaming on people's looks. They definitely shouldn't. But according to this research, they did it because they wanted to talk about the norm behaviors. Let's see. It's going to be on my search history. Top 10 attractive murderers. Duck, go. I don't want this to be on my history. Please, no. Sprinkle's looking up attractive murderers. Oh, gosh. 10 charming serial killers. Are you ready, buddies? Da, 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 da! Mario music. Because why not? Are you guys ready? Most attractive murderers. If this study is true, that attractiveness equals getting away with murder, then my gosh. 10 charming serial killers and murderers. Ted Bundy. Does he look like a man you'd believe to kill people? I mean, he looks like the human version of Shrek. When Shrek turned human. But apparently he was notorious and very attractive. Andrew Cunanan. Okay. This photo right here looks like a celebrity. Charles Manson. He looks like my uncle. Yeah, it looks like an uncle figure. Live Like Peacefully says, Google said they don't want to be a part of the crush. Llama says, nice search history. Llama, Kirby! You're so cute, Kirby. I love you. Please eat me. Please eat me, Kirby. I want to be your opponent. Not so fast, Kirby. Please eat me. Evie says, if people care about... let's see. I know, they shouldn't. Live Like Peacefully says, good night, Nato Green. Christian says, low-key. Another way of being in the background, you know. Low profile. And under the radar. Fulva says, 𝑩𝒆 Cringe! Who else? Richard Ramirez! An attractive serial killer. I believe he killed in California? With his drawn-in cheekbone and smoldering stare, serial killer Richard Ramirez gained a reputation as one of the most best-looking serial killers of the 20th century. And with the 13 murder convictions, he was also one of the most brutal. Despite his horrific killings and... beep! He had female admirers in prison, and he even married one of his fans. He died in prison in 2013. You know, no plastic surgery. I would believe it if he had plastic surgery, but he didn't, so damn. Oliver Brown's Fox! Oh no, who's that? I hope it's not someone else's father. I think so. Live Like Peacefully says, looks like Master Roshi from 𝑑𝐵. Master Roshi. You mean Charles Manson? Well, not conventionally handsome, Charles Manson so charmed an entire group of people that they committed murders on his behalf and called themselves his family. This in right here. A little too close to the image of the serial killer, but I'll protect you, buddies! and his family. Books about Manson. Manson described him as an intense, charismatic, as so much so his followers did whatever he wanted them to do. Manson's charms continued even from prison, where devoted fans and groupies wrote him endless letters, and one even married him. Oh my gosh. Special visits, I see. I've heard of those. Andrew Cunanan. Briefly listed on FBI's 10 most wanted list, Andrew Cunanan had the good looks, charm, and edrude manner to worm his way into the lives of wealthy LGBTQ plus celebrities in Los Angeles and Miami. He also chose a different class of victims than his beep workers, you know, the night workers, children and drifters murdered by other killers. Among his victims were a real estate developer, an architect, a U.S. Navy officer, and most famously, the world-renowned fashion designer and LGBTQ plus icon, 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬 in 1997 for giving I butchered hardcore. The police closing in on him. Cunanan committed seppuku and shot himself. Ted Bundy. I heard about this guy. Perhaps more than any other serial killer in recent memory, Ted Bundy has a reputation for being charming, handsome, and disarming. His charm and good looks allowed him to get the attention of women on college campuses, and he would often use his props as well. Bundy tended to wear his arm in a sling, or put a fake cast on his arm and leg. Having attracted the attention of young women, he'd ask for help from them to carry things to his car, or help load or unload things. Then, with the victim having dropped their guard, he'd hit them with a pipe or a crowbar and put them in his car. You twisted sicko. Yeah, so these attractive serial killers is proof enough. It's a little unfair. It's like that one guy and gal out there. They may not be considered, you know, attracted by social norms or by cultural norms, but these people get away with murder, or almost. John Wayne and Gacy Jr. Well, not exactly good-looking killer clown John Wayne Gacy Jr. had charmed his way into prominent position in his community of Norwood Park Township near Chicago. He was well-liked, active in local politics, hosted summer parties, and even shook hands with First Lady Rosalind Carter. That meeting led to major embarrassment in the Secret Service, as he had been cleared by the Secret Service. Oh, so he was a serial killer. Damn. H.H. Holmes! Whoa, he has a mustache! One of the first documented serial killers, 𝑣𝑗𝑽, was a handsome, charismatic, charming man with numerous mistresses and successful career as a scam artist and grifter. Is it too loud? And grifter? What do I say? Often using the name of H.H. Holmes, his great crime was killing the owner of Chicago Pharmacy in 1893, installing himself as the owner and converting it into a hotel. The hotel was actually a maze where Mudgett tracked and killed numerous victims, possibly as many as 200. He was executed in 1896. Live like peacefully says Richard Ramirez looks like Roderick from Diary of the Wimpy Kid movie. Does he? The brother? Kind of familiar. Christian says, I'll share on Discord. I'll share a trailer on Discord later. Oh, thank you, Christian. Thomas Wayne Power. I hope it's not Michael Jackson's brother. It kind of looks like it a little. You could pass for Michael Jackson's brother. Well, you guys get the gist. You get the gist of this. Attractive killers. Alright, back to the footage. Back to the video. Are you guys ready? Are you ready to dive back in? We talked briefly about these serial killers, well known in history. At least, yeah. I'm going back to the 1800s. Dang, my gosh. Like, photos back then were expensive, I'm sure. Wow! Live like peacefully. Whoa! Yeah, just a little brief dive. I don't want to go further than that. This is a bit too much. Kind of scary how many victims they have. 200 is way too much! Like, that's a lot. Like, how many kills does it take, bro? Who's that other guy that targeted men? He pretended to be a lover of men, but actually was a lover of men. He would try to lobotomize people. What was his name? was really well known, got in trouble. He got murdered in prison because he was playing with his food. What is his name again? Kenny Bluebell 64. I hope it's not 𝐼𝑠howseed from Grandfather. I hope not.
When they do a norm violation or break the law or do something that's not socially acceptable, the
Like
reason
murder.
behind it is often seen as more malicious, as more of a character flaw. There's something wrong with that person rather than they just made a mistake. I remember talking to one girl, she was absolutely beautiful, and she was talking about how, no, people don't treat me better because I'm simply attractive. No. She was denying it, but the very next sentence afterwards, she was talking about how she would use her beauty to get out of traffic violations so that she wouldn't get tickets from police officers. She'd also
I would probably get a ticket. They would look at me and be like, how old are you? I'm so flattered when people say I look young. I'm like, oh, thank you. The officer hands me a ticket anyway. Oh, I wouldn't get away with nothing. I look like a pug. I'm a pug sprug. A fox/pug. Man, you're so lucky. But would I want to? I mean, I wouldn't want to get into traffic violations to begin with. She is quite an attractive character here. I think it's from a game.
also use it to get discounts from people who worked at stores. These people, who are much more attractive, are just treated better all around. They're also seen as smarter. It's also known as the halo effect. We attribute more positive traits to people who are more attractive, not on the basis...
The beautiful pendulum effect. Assuming attractive people are more competent, intelligent, or kind, which can lead to pretty privilege in various life situations. You know, I was watching a video about women. It's like dress nice, wear makeup that flatters you, wear good perfume. Since I'm a lady, I'm a woman, I watched a video about how pretty privilege is acquired. Basically, don't wear sweatpants, don't have your hair tied in a messy bun, be sure to use your facials, your serums, take care of your skin, hydrate. I'm always lotioning my hands, man. I do have eczema, so I have to stay pretty hydrated. I feel like a reptilian. Anyway, pretty privilege has nothing to do with something that you're automatically born with. It's just attractive women, or decently modest attractive women, or moderate, or super, who cares how attractive on the leveling scale. What matters is how you treat yourself. Whether you're a man or a woman, treat yourself with kindness. If you wear nice, decent clothes, take care of your shoes. If you take care of your hair, I pulled my hair up in a bun now, because I have really long hair. It's kind of past my booba. Just a little bit. It's like, to my shoulder blades. If you take care of yourself, people they're gonna want to take care of you. It has to do about self-preservation. It has nothing to do with what everybody thinks. Not initially. You want to execute that you are worthy of being treated with kindness. So they say treat yourself kindly. It's kind of something I'm learning as a young adult. That you want to make sure it's not about appearance sake or kind of told what matters is what's on the inside. But to express what's on the inside, like your personality, what you like, you gotta also think about how you represent your character, your personality, through the physical form of self-care. Don't think so much about the fashion icon style. Just think about what flatters your appearance. Some clothes don't look good on me the way it does on a model. Our body types are different. I have to consider pants that are good on my hips because there's a lot of pants that don't go past my thighs. I got really big hips. I was just born that way. Me and my little stick legs. I get told around Christmas, hey, Sprinkles. I'm like, yeah, you need to eat. I'm like, I'm fine. Look, I still have hips. And they're like, that's your bones, Sprinkles. Of course you got hips. So yeah, I have pants that I try on pants at the store. And I'm like, I gotta try it on because it doesn't go past my thighs. I just got hips, man. I'm curvy. And my little stick legs. So Eagle says my hair is down to my lower back. That's sick. Do you braid it? Dude, is it weird? Well, I do have cousins with long hair and they're male. I want to braid your hair, man. I want to braid my cousin's hair. Yeah, some of them grow it out until they're like 7, and then they chop it off. Live Like Peacefully says, that's great. I'm going to stick a lollipop to my forehead. No! Psycho says lol. Psycho says, don't be comfortable. Nah, be comfortable, but also be comfortable but fashionable. Live Life Peacefully. Grandma Sprinkles getting tickets from a cop. Trying to convince them with your cookie. Do you want cookies? Bribery's a crime. Live Life Peacefully says lol. Kenny Bluebell. Psycho says I have ones. Really? Dude, having long hair is a beautiful luxury. Let the wind blow your hair in the hot summer. And let the sweat cool off your body. It's cool, man. They should do more commercials with guys with long, beautiful hair. If they show men taking care of, like, having glossy, thick, shiny hair, every man would want it. You know what I mean? Look at Asmund Gold! His hair's pretty long. You can't wash your hair too often. You gotta make sure the oils sit in. And I have to take care of nail pills. Gotta take care of the body. Oh yeah, we gotta finish the video.
That they objectively are that way, but just because we feel that way towards them. They have better character qualities. They are viewed as smarter. Those things help you a ton. Again, it's not just, hey, I'm attractive and people want to be in more romantic relationships with me. That's just one domain, beauty affects. And here's the key point. If people view you in a more positive light and they aren't as inclined to correct your behavior when you do something wrong. Let's say you act a little unhinged or make some loud noise or you're weird. I used to be that way, but it got trained out of me. It's kind of the same principle for beautiful women, but...
See, guys, you have to, if your child is gonna grow up to be beautiful, you have to remember discipline is key. So that way they don't abuse the power of their beauty. Got trained out of me. He says that like he was a little baby pupper. Little puppy doggo. You can't really train a cat. Cats are quite beautiful too. Maybe it's not trained out of cats, which is why Kimchi's been attacking my yoga mats. I have to be careful. He plays a game with me. He runs around my yoga mat and waits for me to leave a side of it exposed. He jumps on it and tries clawing at it. It's absurd. It's crazy. He just wants love. I cleaned out his litter box today. A big bag of turdies.
Of me. It's kind of the same principle for beautiful women, but it's not trained out of them as much. People don't punish it as much. People tolerate it much more. And when the people around you don't punish your negative behavior as much, which is what happens all the time, it cultivates and breeds a tolerance for that crazy unhinged behavior that only gets worse later in life.
So you have to stop it while they're young. If they're slaughtering animals, what's his name? I almost had his name. He's a serial killer. He's dead already, though. They made a whole movie about him. He would kill animals for fun. But because he was, you know, not an ugly kid, they didn't teach him discipline. What was his name? I almost have it. Not Ted Bundy. The other name. Lexi says, Sprinkles, check Discord for art. I will. I saw the artwork. I saw it yesterday and today. Beautiful. Sahiko says, lol. Christian says, do you put in pencil or stick it to your hair? Oh! Ow! You mean like, how do I put my hair up in a bun? I use a Liga. I just use a hair tie. I don't use pencils. I'm not good at that. I don't know how they do that. They use, like, bun sticks. Live Like Peacefully says, my man, Kimchi got beef with that yoga man. Kimchi's slowly rubbing his paws. He just likes the smell of feet. So he likes to roll in my yoga mat because it smells like my feet. I wash my yoga mats. I swear, I do. I throw it in the wash on a gentle cycle because if you put it on high heat, it'll destroy it and cause it to fall apart because of plastic. But yes, he likes feet so much. So he likes sniffing and rolling at his stinky kitty.
It's as if you're a child that never got disciplined. Of course, you're going to be batshit insane later in life. So
now remember, even if your kid is beautiful or handsome, even if you have handsome sons and beautiful daughters, or back and forth, handsome daughters and handsome sons, they do use the word handsome to describe beautiful women. At least back in the day. Nowadays it's beautiful. Psh, Yeah, I'll just call my daughter handsome. It's supposed to be used for both fluidly. Anyway, you gotta make sure they're disciplined. If not, they become psychotic. So, lesson learned.
To sum this up, women who are much more beautiful are more likely to become crazy because people tolerate their behavior and don't even see it as
They skip you in line, or they steal from the store, but because they're attractive, the security guards let them steal. They're like, oh, she's an attractive lady. And they, like, ignore the fact that the alarm's going off that they stole something. It's kind of like little things like that, little shenanigans. They skip you in line when you're at Starbucks, but because they're attractive, nobody cares. Or if you're at, like, the water park and you're, you know, like, waiting patiently for an ice cream cone, someone comes in, but because they're considered really hot, everybody just has to shrug it off. No more! No more shall we let hot people step on us! Would I do that? No. Am I considered attractive? I'm considered cute. I was never called other things. I was always told, oh, Sprinkles. I was like, yes? You're just so cute. So I was like, okay, great. I'm cute forever. I'm stuck in that little... Well, I guess... Can cuteness get away with murder? Maybe. I'm not testing that out, though. I'm good without serving time in prison. Live Like Peacefully says, kimchi feet fetish. That's wild. He does. He'll, like, steal my shoes. They'll go missing. Live Like Peacefully says, he does love feet. I just think of Aya from Mad Father. If you remember our playthrough of Mad Father, it was I think the new edition. We also played the new edition of 𝑚𝑆𝑴𝑎𝑙 back then. When I had my 3D model, she went bat crazy, guys. Because her father was a serial killer, so she became one too. But because she was attractive, people trusted her. What is his name? I can't remember. There's a movie made about him that he was into men, but then he got caught for it. I keep thinking Ted Bundy. What is his name? He scares me. He really does scare me. Christian says, sounds like these people who fold easily are Sims. Oh, kind of, yeah. Even to serial killers. Simba. Scary. Just because they're attractive doesn't mean they're right about everything. Oh, what was his name? I forgot. I gotta remember. It's not Ted Bundy. He's the guy with the glasses, blonde hair. Killed people for fun. What is his name? I gotta find it. It's driving me crazy. Netflix serial killer. I think it was a movie. Guy, he went after LGBTQ. Jeffrey Dahmer. There he is. Finally. Finally, I remember. Finally. I can't believe it. There it is, Jeffrey Dahmer. Because he was attractive, nobody thought it was him, but it was.
necessarily that bad or harmful because they're attractive individuals. A large amount of our behavior is either interpreted as positive or negative, whether somebody is attracted to us or sees us as beautiful. This happens even in personal relationships. If you're in a relationship with somebody, you might interpret something that they do. Maybe they have a particular laugh. Maybe they have a quirky laugh. If you're attracted to that person and you love them, you're going to love that laugh. It's going to be seen in a special light. But if you're no longer attracted to them and you dislike them, that laugh will always drive you insane because the action itself is.
I have a really hard time feeling comfortable with my laugh. A really good laugh from me would be me snorting. And that's why I hold it in, because I'll do a little snort. Live like peacefully, says Limeo. Laughing my butt off. Christian says, actually, scratch that. Don't hold anyone on a pedestal. You'll turn into a murderer.
Is not interpreted as positive or negative. It's simply on its own merit, but whether we are attracted to them. And there's something you can utilize with this. Take care of your appearance. Looks are very important. People will treat you and view you better if you take care of your appearance. That means even if you aren't that attractive, maybe you're average or less attractive, there are tons of things you can do, especially as a guy. Take care of your clothing. Get clothing that fits you well. Take care of your beard, either have it fully shaven or trimmed very well. Don't just grow hair on your face. Hair on your face alone, it's not good looking.
Alright, God. guys. Take notes. Take notes if you find this informative and useful. That's what I was saying. Pretty privilege has nothing to do with being naturally beautiful. It's making sure you wear clothes that fit you nice. For me, it'd be brassieres. For a long time, TMI, I didn't have the right brassiere, and that's very important, especially for back support. But in my case, I don't got much to worry about. I got two, for me, it would be 2 turtle doves. That is my sizing. 2 turtle doves. I don't have melons to worry about. But still, you want to make sure you look nice. If you wear the wrong brassiere as a female, you're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be trying to tighten the strap, but it's never completely the sizing you need to support to your 𝑗𝑎𝑏𝑜𝑢𝑔𝑎𝑠, your boba. Also, with underwear, you want to make sure you wear comfortable underwear. If they're not comfortable, you're going to look uncomfortable. And then you may be even upset the whole day. I've had that. I have some underclothes that don't fit me very well. Because, you know, your weight changes. So it's like, oh my gosh, this does not fit me anymore. It's too baggy. And they're like some, they call them female boxers. I got some female boxers. And I'm like, man, I don't want to buy new ones. So I keep wearing them. They little slide, they'll slide around. And you're like, oh, I'm so uncomfortable. So wear comfortable brassieres. If that is something you do, you have booba to support. Make sure you wear undershirts to hide your nipples. People don't want to see your nipples. So that's why they have undershirts. I know it gets really hot and you're sweating. Well, the undershirt will stop the sweat from showing through on the first layer of shirt. So it'd be like the undershirt. So it'd be useful. Wear deodorant that suits your body. For me, it'd be clean powder. Nothing too sweet. For me, it'd be more of a musky, deep smell. Like, I've been wearing jasmine and cedar. Cedarwood and jasmine smells really nice. Not for everybody. But for me, maybe like a mix of floral and honey. Maybe a little bit of amber. Fulma says that's too much prickles. But if you have a wife or a girlfriend eventually, or even now, that's something that they talk about. You know what I mean? And exposing you and getting you prepared for when you have your own children. If you ever have daughters, make sure their mother or their mother figure gets them the correct brassiere. This is just the basic of knowledge you need as a woman for my ladies out there. I didn't know until like a year ago, guys. That's embarrassing. If you think it's embarrassing, but it happens. Sometimes nobody teaches you and you go your whole life with the wrong sizes. And it shows. It looks like that. Like, it actually shows. You can tell. It's like, man, I'm finally wearing the right one. And it looks comfortable and it feels comfortable. And you can tell. It can really change someone's attitude. And also, wearing the wrong type of brassiere misshapens your body. Yeah, I still have a bunch of them because they're expensive. They're like $50, $40. Live Like Peacefully says, Sprinkles wears men boxers, confirmed. I do wear female boxers, correction. Red card penalty, no! They get smacked in the face, kappa! Ivy says, Nova always be stinky. And I know other VTubers who are stinky as well. Stinky! Stinky feet. My cat loves my feet. Floma says too much! Yeah, pedestals. But yeah, proceed!
It needs to be taken care of. And if you have hair on your head, take care of the hair on your head. Get a good hairstyle.
Yeah.
Try out new things. People will treat you differently if you dress differently, if you appear differently. As long as you're not ugly, the most important things are in your control. I say this as a guy who's kind of average looking at 5'5". But I take care of my appearance. I put a lot of time into it. And the key principle I've learned is to try and stand out and be unique and wear clothing that makes you look more attractive. The uniqueness allows you to get attention, and wearing clothing that makes you look more attractive just draws more people to you. It's very important. So logically speaking, if people treat you better and view you better based off of your appearance, whether it's superficial or not doesn't matter. People treat you better for it. Thus, it is in your best interest to improve it so that people view you and treat you better also. You can't change the game. You can't change how people are. People are always going to be like this. So use it to your advantage. Anyways, that's it for this video. I was wondering, to the people who watch my content regularly, I've been researching some things and I found some very fascinating information. It is extremely controversial and I cannot post it on YouTube, unfortunately. But if I were to start a Subscribe Star and post content on there that I can't post on here, would you be interested in it? Would you be down to support me?
Woman says, as long as you aren't walking a red flag, as long as I know I'm not a murderer, I'm fine. But yeah, things to discuss with your daughter. We're gonna give a round of applause! That was good. Why beautiful women are crazy. Explain. It should be why beautiful people are crazy. But specifically, they, talked about women. It says, try 𝑑𝒂𝒃, user says, in the 1989 movie, Batman, a character states, rhetorically, why are the rich so odd? It's cause they can afford to be. I think the same logic applies here. Oh my gosh, rich people doing insane things. A giant cheese pool. Sick but disgusting. A giant hot cheese pool, like from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It's a nacho chip pool. Ben Joseph says, I realized this subconsciously in my late teenage years. I tried to actively not treat people different based on how they look, only how they act. Dang. Thumbs up for me. _man. If I can be beautiful, I want to be invisible. Rivlin2550 says, it's like the difference between crazy and eccentric being money. If you have money, it's eccentric. But if you're broke, you're crazy. 𝐺𝐼𝑠13. There was a study that the researchers said proved fat women face discrimination. However, it included a fit male, a fit female, an obese male, an obese female, and every group other than the attractive female was treated the same. This was labeled as discrimination against fat women because they didn't get special treatment. That's a hard one. I have no comment for that one. I thought it was gonna be something else. No comment. Listen, guys. Just take care of yourself. Do what makes you happy. It's kind of crazy that there are some places in the world where we're more concerned about how much we're eating and how much we're gaining other than other things. Like, can you think about that? Like, food isn't exactly all natural, and buying organic food is very expensive. The food is killing people because they add a lot of sugar and additives. Fructose corn syrup is in my favorite tea. I still have Arizona tea in my kitchen, in the family kitchen. I'm trying not to drink it because my hands swell up. I noticed that my feet and my hands get really swollen after I drink the Arizona tea. I don't know if it's the blood sugar. If I have natural brown sugar in my coffee or my tea, I tend to do fine, like honey and stuff. But I don't know. I get really swollen, like I look like I'm having an allergic reaction. I didn't notice it before because I don't really drink Arizona tea as much as I used to. But I bought a whole case of it, and I'm still trying to finish it off slowly. Niklas Smolin 4753. Another thing that affects it is the beautiful people that have a great access to other people, which means if they meet a friend or partner who demands responsibility for actions, they can easily replace the person with one who doesn't, because there's an endless stream of people who want to hang out. Ugly people need to nurture relationships better because they don't get as many chances. The same thing makes people behave worse the larger the community they live in. My gosh. Ugly people have to nurture. But maybe this is real. Former GPS lawyer says no sugar for sprinkles. Too much sugar. 𝒕𝒂𝒃6240. You definitely get treated better if you're more attractive. Since I started taking care of my skin, hair, and dressing better, I get more positive behavior feedback from people. Former. That was pretty good, wasn't it? That's a really good video. I've been wanting to watch this one with you guys. There's so many videos I want to watch with you. It's crazy. For a minute, I smelled dust in the air. Must be the rat upstairs. Ever feel like you taste dust in your mouth? I think I need to dust my room. There was something else I wanted to watch with you guys. We watched the catfish briefly. We watched the one about attractiveness. Let's see. It must be my carpet. I have a carpet I use to help muffle sound. It's on my desk. I do vacuum it. Oh yeah, my room was vacuumed. Never mind. I guess we need to air out the house once you vacuum. Vacuum? Yes, when you vacuum, be sure to open windows because the vacuum ends up having dust come out, the dust from the debris through its filtrage out the end of it. So it's better to have windows open when you're vacuuming or dusting, sweeping, so that way it can clear out the air with air coming in and filtering. You have to turn off your AC, then dust and sweep. It's much healthier. Oh yeah, I forgot. No, wait, hold on a second. I just remembered. A little birdie said to check out Discord. I really love enjoying your artwork. It fills me up with joy. We're gonna go to Discord. Sorry it took me so long. Sprinkles, why so long? Alright, I opened Discord. Time for Discord, buddies. I'm gonna make sure I press the right one. Filters. Filters. Discord. What is this? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't like it. No. Go to our Discord. Go to our artwork. Are you ready? As long as... Okay. Hold on a second. Why is it darkness? That's scary. Why is that one dark? Artwork! Look at the little guy. It looks like a Pop Tropica character. Woohoo! I gotta fix some things. What's going on here? Can I retransform? Oh. Yeah. Oh. Hold on a second. Beautiful! I love it. Fire. Pop Tropica character. Oh, it's like a squid character. We need to play the squid game. The squid game with little squiddlers. Pugster. You guys, this is funny. I'm a pug. Wait, hold on a second. This is my Petey Habit. It's a pug. Oh. If I was from the Angelina Ballerina series, well, actually, they were a bunch of mice, but it looks like a little tutu. That's so cute. I do look like a pug. I got them eyeballs. My gosh. Lord have mercy. I got some eyeballs. I got some big eyes. I love wearing mascara, eyeshadow, and fake lashes because it accentuates my big baby doll eyes. I got some big ol' eyes. I look like that alien commercial from PlayStation where that girl, she appears and she's like, PlayStation. She has big alien eyeballs. Yeah, that would be me. Without makeup. I got big eyes. I can't help it. Fire. This one's by Lexi. They're both by Lexi. It looks like a little squidster. Lexi says, yeah, up. Lexi says, Sprinkles, the character is Shades. Is called Dave Strider. Look him up. Little Skunk says, awesome art. That's like peacefully nice art. They have good, like, look, like pencil art. Today I drew a robot and I posted it on Twitter. I said, keep going, guys. Hang in there. I like little robots. I'm a little old granny that likes drawing robots in her spare time. This one's by Saiko. It had to be done. It looks like Beavis and Butthead. Pretty sick. If I was in Beavis and Butthead, that would be me. Or Invader Zim. My eyeballs would look exactly like that. I look always angry. My eye would be twitching. It's cool. Ah, this was another recent one from Saiko. I look like a beautiful damsel. I feel honored. Thank you. Aww. Little Dim Skunk says, I heard art and I woke up. Isn't that cool? Man. Your line art is like really, like I feel it's a lot. Like here's the thin line art. Here's the thicker line art. I was recently trying to train myself to do better. So the inner line art is always kind of thinner. It's, you know, kind of filling in. But the thicker line art around a character, it accentuates certain actions or even body positions. So I'm kind of trying to improve. But this looks really nice. It always makes me feel like my hair is being brushed. I would love it if someone brushed my hair. I do. I think it's quite romantic. I know I'm an oddball. But I know people are like, I would like roses. Or I would like diamond rings. I'd be like, here's a hairbrush. Brush my hair. I would love that, please. I do love hair brushing. It just feels like a massage for my scalp. It feels so nice. As a kid, we used to play hairdresser. And as hairdresser, you would pretend to wash and you would be brushing someone's hair. You pretend you're at a salon and maybe you know, cut your hair in quotation, but we weren't allowed to have scissors when we were like 7 years old. We might poke out an eye or something, run with scissors and stab ourselves. That's why you're supposed to have like the kid scissors. It's like dull, like really dull scissors with a curved tip. Yeah, I have child safety protective scissors. But yeah, I would love it when my cousins would brush my hair. Of course, you know, trying to brush my hair. Felt so nice. It's like, nah, can you brush my hair? I think that's romantic. Yes, please. I got long hair. Live like peacefully. Amazing art. We're gonna give you guys a round of applause. I want to try drawing different characters, so let me know down in the comments for this next week's artwork. Your favorite Oshi. Who would you like me to draw? I will try my best. It will not be perfect. It'll be totally cringe. I'm improving my art 1 week at a time. Alexi! I would like a magic white sword that travels through fabric of the multiverse and defend a giant demon lord and save the 9th dimension is what I want. Linksy, dreaming big is good. You know, I've been watching a show called When Life Gives You Tangerines. It's so emotional. Emotional? I just like, my brain was like cutting off there for a second. It's good. I'm watching the series with AI father. Live like peacefully. A round of applause. Remember, dream. Because your world isn't as small as you think it is. I think watching K-dramas makes me consider how fortunate I am to be a little goofball. To think I have my own little show, kind of. Isn't that cool? You can live stream. It's kind of like a channel. That's why they call it like YouTube channels. It's like television channels. You can stream me on your phone, your computer, on your tablet, on your TV, on a giant, what do they call it? You could use a projector TV connected to your phone, a little projector, and I can be projected onto your wall. That's awesome. Lexi, Dave Strider, that's his name. Dave Strider. I gotta look it up. He's a cool, chill little dude with glasses. I also got little glasses. Dave Strider. Who is this? Oh, fictional character. Dave Strider is a central character in Andrew Jose's Homestruck, born on December 3rd, 1995. That the 13-year-old introduces readers to the game Suburb Dave is known for. Ah, he's dubiously canon Dave Strider. Lintu's offerable pro. Oh. Dave is killed in the confront. Dave wakes up in his dream self-assist Rose on Darcy planning the destruction of Green's son. What? Well, he looks cool. That's funny. Dave Strider. I just learned a new character. Oh, my face! Now my soul. I'm back. Lothian Skunk says, can you show Pigman? Who's Pigman? I don't know who that is. I'm kind of scared. Ah! Like the Legend of Zelda. This one's my favorite. The mother holding her child. Oh, sorry, birth. 𝑩𝒆 lawyers. Ah, the little emote. Is that a little robot? Lynxie says, Homestruck is a weird webcomic. It is super complicated to understand. 𝑑 can manipulate time. Oh, save the 9th dimension. Lynxie, it is free to read. I need to schedule it sometime. Show Pigman. No, Pigman's so scary. Alright, buddies. Peace and love will end it here on this mother crying to her child. I guess in some way you're like my children. My carrot buddies, I'm growing you in a little field of grass. After the world endured an apocalyptic chaos, the world is now desolate, and a robot teddy bear came to try to recultivate produce but give it consciousness and an effective manner to both reproduce but also cultivate a community? Leaving it to another little robot sentient being, AI Sprinkles. Pretty cool. But yeah, our world is desolate and it's nothing but fruits and veggies. And Gloop Globs, who did not do so well with the chemical inducing. Good night, Cycle! If these cooks is bye! Me, the fangirling about lore. Alright, bye, buddies! Peace and love! Take care of yourselves! Goodbye!